Make America great again. Deport all. Thank you, Donald Trump. So we're out here. They're already getting out here. They're 30, 40 minutes early today. They never get out here early like this. So they're starting to get out here. By, say, 9:45, 10 o'clock, this whole area will be full right here. And but right over there, they've got old people from a nursing home that are using walkers to move around, and they don't even know what's going on. And these people are abusing these old people. They brought them signs and all kinds of other stuff. You see these people beeping? They're part of the rally. They drive around and make it look like they have support in this town, is what they do. They got specific people that are part of the rally that'll drive around in a big circle just beeping at these people. So it looks like... Absolutely. Hey, they have people that are part of the rally that drive around and beep for them. Thank you, guys. So these people are complaining about tariffs and taxes after the economy just exploded more than it ever has in 150 days. We have the best economy we have right now in just 100 days under Donald Trump. And these people are out here still going against taxes. Let's see. He's a felon. Get him out. Harris Waltz, well, you know, they're just retarded at this point. This is just the beginning. They're all early right now. Every one of these people are early. But they have these people, like I said, that are a part of the rally. They'll drive around in a big circle and they'll beep all day to make it look like these people are getting support. So that should be elder abuse right there. That lady's sleeping with the sign in her hand. Look at that. They brought her up with a walker and the other one was in a wheelchair. They brought them up, put them in chairs and put signs in their hands. That's fucking crazy, bro. That should be elder abuse. That's how evil these people are on the left. They have 90, 100-year-old people sitting out here from nursing homes in 100-degree weather. They have no clue what's going on. Absolutely no clue what's going on out here. So it is what it is, but I'll come out here every single time and stand against them. They'll start showing up more and more now that it's getting close to time for them to be here. I'm going live an hour earlier than we normally do when they come out, but now they're showing up. Dude, some of these people have been out here since 7 o'clock this morning. Okay, they should. By the end of this, there'll be thousands. Look, there's an organizer right there with forms in his hand for these people. That's one of the Act Blue guys right there. Look at him. He's the one that gives them their paycheck. But it's not organized, right? You can literally see him walking around with a verified badge and paperwork with envelopes in his hand, but it's not organized or paid for, right? That's insanity, bro. Look at him. That's their organizer. It's fucking hilarious. I love it. But I'll stand against these wackos every time. Just me by myself. I don't care. So in case you don't know, Act Blue has moved 3 new Democrat headquarters to my small town of Port Charlotte, and they've bussed in over 5,000 Democrats just in the past 2 weeks. Okay? This is one of the organizers right here that's talking to the people, that's going around talking to everybody with his official name badge on and his clipboard. That clipboard has envelopes all over it. Those envelopes are probably the checks for the hour the people are going to be out here, is what that is. Okay, so these rallies are funded by Act Blue. So these people have clearly never read the Constitution, because they think that criminal aliens, according to the 14th Amendment, the only one that gets constitutional rights in America are naturalized citizens or citizens of the United States, guys. So once this really starts getting... Look, it's only old people or super gross people that beep for them. It's hilarious. But by the time their rally is supposed to be here, they'll have a few thousand people out here. They'll get them a few thousand people. No Republicans out here with me, though. Just me by myself. You know what I mean? I'm the only one out here standing up against these people. So I'm going to take a little walk around my truck here, show you my signs today. Hey, Bubba. So they got their signs. So I got Make America Great Again. Deport them all. Thank you, Donald Trump. So this is who I am, and that's who they are. They're communists. You know what I mean? So every time they show up, we show up. So since the organizers here already, that means that they will start showing up in full force now. What is it, about 9:30, guys? Yep, it's 9:33. Sure enough, they're starting to show up. Who knows how many they'll have today? They had 2,800 last week, or the week before last, they had 2,800. Last week, a couple people showed up and then they all left because I actually had people out here. It was me and a couple of my friends. Now, when we show up, just so you understand, the whole reason we do this, the one rally I didn't show up to, they got naked in the middle of the streets and were throwing things at the cars, okay? And you can go on Facebook. It's everywhere on Facebook. Somebody was talking about it. Lady posted it. But when I show up, they don't get violent and they don't take their clothes off because they know better. Because we will deal with that. We are United citizens. We are beholden to the Constitution, and we hold the rules of the Constitution, period. As citizens of the United States, we don't care. You know what? I could probably just turn you around, huh? Yeah, there we go. I don't have to hold the phone backwards. Oh, sorry, guys. Yes, every Saturday they're here. Absolutely. If you want to come up here, you can come up here. Yeah, absolutely. I don't discriminate on who comes up here. I even let these people come up and talk to me. You can watch my 50-minute video talking to a Democrat last week, and by the time we were ending the conversation, he was more on our side than he was on the Democrats. So I just decided to go live a little early today so we can try to get some people on here. Trump 100%, baby. Nice truck. Thank you, guys. I'm doing what I can out here, you know. Yeah, these Demis are crazy. They're absolute insane. They're still, look, inflation dropped 2.3%. How you doing, brother? 2.3% last week. Your stock market went through the fucking roof. Your 401k's beautiful now, and they're still out here protesting for the same thing. Like, they're literally brain dead and retarded because they don't understand that everything's going our way. You know, everything's going the way. Even the way all the policies that these Democrats have, all of the policies that these Democrats right here have, we're passing for them. Look at what's happening. So it proves that they're literally only out here because they hate Donald Trump. No other reason. These people are literally only out here because they hate Donald Trump. They don't stand for any of the stuff they're saying. They don't understand what these signs mean. So now that the organizers here, I wonder if he's going to pay them now. Oh, there we go. See, they got them signing up. They got them signing in over here. See him? Now he pulls his clipboard out because I wasn't pointing the camera over there. His official name badge. They're with his clipboard, walking around, explaining to people exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And they're selling them signs, too, is what they're doing. So for all of you that say these aren't organized and they're not paid for, look, that's the Act Blue guy right there. He works for Act Blue. Like I said, they've moved 3 new Democrat headquarters here. Hey, guys, if you want to show some support, I'd love to be able to eat and put some gas in my truck today. I'm going to stay out here until these guys leave, which means I'm not going to be able to get out and work today. But I'd love to be able to put some gas in my truck. And so you asked me how I get attacked so often in such a small town just because of this truck and my beliefs and the way I stand for things. It's because look at this. These people show up in force. But the Republicans don't. That's how I get attacked so much. That's why I'm missing windows and have smashed up sides of my truck and have no window here. And that window, as you can see on the other side, they ripped all the guts out of my door. So if I want to put this window up, I have to go in here and pull it up like that. No window on my driver's side at all. Burn on top of her head from when they burnt my RV down. Y'all can go watch all the videos on my channels. But By the time they all show up, there'll be more over here. They'll be lined up all down the road here. They'll be lined up all the way down the road that way. If all of them show up that normally show up. Okay, I'm going to sit down for a minute, and I'm going to check out your comments, guys, because I see the have comments coming in. Remember, I have a brain tumor, so I got to slow it down. Why does there have to be so much separation? Because these people have shot me, tried to kill my dog, have burnt my life to the ground. They called in bomb threats and death threats to my landlord's family just 2 weeks ago. I'm now homeless living in my truck. They stole my trailer with all of my equipment, so I can't work. I can keep going and going and going. You can just go look at the videos and the pictures on here, guys. These people are evil. But these people are absolute evil. They don't give a chance. Look, you can watch all of my lives in the past from being out here. You can watch me talking to these Democrats. I've tried to have cordial conversations with them. I've tried to understand them. But there's all they want to do is tell you how evil you are and how Donald Trump's evil and we should be dead. That's all they talk about. So I would love for there to be some unity between all of us. I mean, there should be plenty of things we're agreeing on right now, like the fact that gas is going down, eggs are going down, the stock market's better than it's ever been, their 401k is 100% secure now. Medicaid just got a bump for all of these older people, so now they can get cheaper medications. RFK just passed where they can get cheaper medications. I mean, I can keep going and keep going, but yet then they've got signs out here that say, hands off our rights because of Ukraine. Well, first of all, Ukraine has no rights in America. We're a constitutional republic, and they're not our ally. And then they've got these signs out here of tariffs and everything. Well, guess what? The tariffs have saved your asses, guys. So they use the marker that won't show up. He's using the marker, it looks like, that won't show up on my camera. How come all the other signs show up, but his sign don't show up? What does that say? He just made that sign right there, just to hold for me. But it doesn't show up on the camera. What does that say, guys? Let me get up here. You can't even read a sign. I can't see that far away. Yeah, I can't see that. You can't see it. I can't see it, right? It's absolutely Trump derangement syndrome. And that's all it is. Because they can't actually name any policies that are getting fucked up. They're all getting help. Uh-oh, we got one of the black masked guys with their little walker talker, their bullhorn just showed up. Uh-oh. See, the difference between me and the difference between you people in the city is, if they get violent here, I just beat the fuck out of them right here in the middle of the street. Whatever, I'll damn the consequences when they happen, you know what I'm saying? They will not be allowed to hurt people in this community. They will not. I won't let you get violent here. I won't let you get naked in front of children here. I won't let you do none of that. I won't let you. I physically won't let you people do that. I want you Democrats to understand that. So when you come to these rallies in Port Charlotte and you decide to get 8647 right there on this sign, kill Donald Trump. You see on the back of the sign, 8647, kill Donald Trump. So once the younger kids start showing up, because they always come in late, because they'll be out here until about noon. They've been out here since 7 o'clock this morning. But they'll be out here until about noon. Holy shit! There's my old victim over there. There's the old victim that put me in prison over there. That guy right there with the white hair. The one waving at people. There at him. Oh, he's a Democrat. No wonder we had problems. So what really happened is they stole a bunch of money from me, so I took their shit and they called the cops and said I stole it. Uh-oh, we got the Black Lives Matters guy. Look, that's one of the Antifa members. Let's listen to what he's saying. What a pussy bullhorn. Even your bullhorn's a pussy. Your bullhorn needs to grow some balls even, bro. Is he screaming, kill Donald Trump? Kill Donald Trump? Is that what he's screaming? Look, this is what these people back. People like this guy and this guy. They're saying, kill Donald Trump. That's what these people back right here. So now the antagonizers are showing up. Look, he's moving down to the next people to get them to sign everything. See? So everybody understand, this is where the Democrats get their polling from. That's what he's doing right now. He's the head of the organization, Act Blue, in this town. And he comes to all the rallies and he gets them to sign these papers, and that's how they do their polling. That's why Democrats think they're the majority, because they do all this polling right here and they don't talk to anybody else. So that is Democrat polling right there. They absolutely get paid for this. I just showed you the guy. He's got a clipboard full of fucking envelopes right there. Right here, look. Let me turn you around. Right there. They all come they'll all leave at the exact same time too. Every one of them. They'll all leave at the exact same time. Right there. He's got the people signing for their checks right now already. They absolutely get paid. So they don't even hide it in this. They don't even hide it down here. It's not illegal to get paid to do this. God, do I wish I could make some money for doing what I do? I'm out here standing up for my entire community right now by myself. I would love to be able to get paid to do this. Shit, I'd take a check for standing out here and standing against these people. That'd be great. You know what I mean? That's called free capitalist market, baby. You make money how you gotta make it, right? And bullhorn's garbage, bro. I think your bullhorn needs a rainbow flag on it, bro. So once they all show up, guys, I will start walking through them. But I'm not going to waste my time right now because I got this big ass sign. I want to make sure they're all here when I walk through them. Plus, I think one of the older ladies that shows up sometimes, I think she might be here today, and she's got children with her. So I want to get the children set up behind my truck that way. Because last time, if you remember, they tried to hit the kids with a car, the very first rally they had out here. Yeah, well, I'm already in debt. I'm not in debt, but I'm completely homeless at this point. No, I work my ass off. I'm not jobless. I work my ass off. I just don't make enough money right now. Because we've had a lot of Democrats move to our Republican town. And when you get customers here, just like last week, they called and threatened to bomb the building I was living in. And the people moved out. They left. So I lost that place to stay. You know what I mean? I lost my house in the hurricane. And then if you remember, these liberals burnt my RV down. I'll repost all that stuff in case it's not on here. Once we get done with the live today, I'll repost all the stuff they got to me. Yeah, that is the goal. You're right. It's absolutely the goal. One of the very first 15-minute Democrat cities is being built right here in Port Charlotte, Florida. It's called Bobcat Ranch. Look it up. It even tells you right in the advertisement, all your needs right here. You don't have to go anywhere. Everything 15 minutes from itself. So they have the first 15-minute solar city that's being built right here in my town, Port Charlotte, Florida. So, and you got to understand too, they changed the laws here in Florida last year. So now the sheriffs, here's how the dichotomy works in Florida. It's the sheriff, then it's the legislators, and then it's the governor. That's how much power they've given to the sheriff in this community. And our sheriff marched for Black Lives Matters and glorified them as heroes. I'm going to post a video that I just had this morning. They kicked me out of the Murphys over here because of my dump truck. They said I couldn't do commerce there. When the cops showed up, they took up for me. That was amazing. That's the first time, but it was a friend of mine, Officer Gant. He's now the direct supervisor in my district. And he saw it was me when he showed up. And he asked me what happened. I'm like, I got it all on recording. I'm going to post it later. And he's like, okay, man, we respect your constitutional rights. So, look, you can get things accomplished. Last week, the 5 officers that I've been going after for 7 years now, they all got fired. Every one of them. They got caught. We exposed them. They're gone. They're fired. All 5 of the deputies. So, it's so bad down here in my part of Southwest Florida that the entire police department of Arcadia, Florida, including the chief, walked off and closed the police department. Think about that. Their hands are tied so much that the entirety of the police department and the chief closed the police department and walked off and quit their jobs. That's crazy, bro. Oh, while I'm talking, more showed up. Oh. Oh. Why'd they leave? Why did who leave? Mountains are pretty, but I wish... Miss Wawa and the beach. You miss Wawa? Well, you know, they trespassed me for exposing their DEI policies. Their gay liberal Democrat manager trespassed me. And before you say, well, how do you know? Because they moved, they fired our Florida managers at the Wawa training stores, and they brought gay liberal Democrat men from New Jersey to run the stores to push DEI policies. But don't worry, they don't call them DEI policies anymore. It is now equitable solutions, or I'll have to look it up. I just told the cop what they were calling it. They changed the name. It's not called DEI anymore. They just changed the name of the policies, and now they call it that. Yeah. It's crazy that they do it, right? I mean, I've posted the videos. It says it right on their shirt. When you walk in Wawa, you don't pay attention. It says diversity, equity, and inclusion right on their shirts. So, I mean, but people don't pay attention to that stuff. They got a big gap here today. They don't normally have this big gap. So what's going on with the people here, and there? Why don't they all stand together in unity and make it look like there's more people? Are those spots saved, the ones that are still showing up? They got a really small showing today, don't they? But they got more than we do, right? Because I'm over here by myself, so they got more than we do. But it's like, again, it's 9:50. So this is supposed to go on until like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And in case you're wondering where I'm at, I'm standing on top of my truck in front of Burger King. Because all of our Burger King people are Trump supporters too, just so you know. But I'm standing on top of my truck. Well, I guess I can put some advertisement in this too, huh? Yes, liberals, I know you're going to call me and threaten me when you see that. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I love my trolls as much as I love my fans, baby. I love you all. Because guess what? The trolls are the ones that give you the most views. They're the ones that think about you nonstop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Where they're constantly calling you and messing with you. You know, I live rent-free in these people's minds, 24 hours a day. For 7 years now, I've lived rent-free in all of your minds. It's great. It's fucking wonderful. Out of everything I've lost, you've lost your sanity because of me. I haven't lost my sanity. Well, that's to be debated, right? What my morals and my sanity might be a little different than most of yours. I wish I was more back. What's up, brother? How you doing today? Uh-oh, we got some patched riders pulling up. How you doing, guys? Man, I sure hope my battery holds up on my phone today. I got a charger, but... See, ever since that first rally, where you can see the video where I had to put that guy down, they don't come over here and fuck with me. And go, oh, are you flicking me off? Let's get a video of you. Oh, poor baby, some butt hurt. I just hurt his feelings. Hey, we got free tampons over here for you. You need a free tampon, pussy? Yeah, that's what I thought. Freaking much. See, they wait until they get so far past you and then they talk some shit. When are some of you going to grow some nuts instead of just cutting them off? You know what I mean? When are you going to grow some nuts instead of cutting them off? We have the dueling law in Florida. We have mutual combat in Florida. We have the stand your ground law. You don't have to worry about going to jail for attacking me here. I won't press charges. I've never once called the cops on you guys because I know it's not going to do any good. Who cares? Good. He's a combat wounded veteran that understands how the military is supposed to work. I'll look into that, though, and I'll do a story on it for you. Yeah, I know. I saw the airplane. And you know what the funny thing is when he went over there, and did you see the video when they pulled our 22-year-old plane up next to their planes? That was kind of embarrassing, wasn't it? That was super fucking embarrassing. Our plane was like half the size of their just regular jets that they fly around in for personal reasons, you know? People say we're the richest country on the planet. These people have houses made out of gold, bro. Part of the Afghanistan war was taking a bunch of gold out of the bunkers from the terrorists. There were pallets and pallets full of gold that were getting shipped out of there. Big ass 10-pound bricks of gold, bro. And they're saying we're out of gold at Fort Knox. Well, where's all the gold we took from Afghanistan? Where's all the pallets full of money that are just sitting in caves right now that we can go get that Obama sent over there? That shit's just sitting in caves. They got enough money. They don't spend that shit. So, a few more showed up. Now they're lined up all the way down there. Oh, they're all along. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're trying to avoid me this time, I guess. They're all the way down that road. They're lined up, too. They don't normally do that. Nobody just lined up. He's so pissed because nobody's even listening to what he's saying right now. He come out here to be some kind of antagonizer. This is what happens. These people might be here to do a peaceful protest, these old people, but then you get these one or two people like him, these Black Lives Matters Antifa people, and I told you, they were shipping these Antifa people here. Nobody believed me. There they are right there, and they're black with their Black Lives Matters flags. You know what I'm saying? His militant gloves on, his little bullhorn, antagonizing the people, telling them to do stupid things. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. She's my deterrent from people coming up to my truck and doing stupid shit, you know? Now, she's just never been away from me ever in her life of 11 years. She goes everywhere I go. They're talking to my dog. Got some bikers riding by. See, that's normally all you would see on the weekends right here is outlaws riding around town. That's normally all you would see. Those are the Patriot riders. Those are the Patriot riders in Port Charlotte. I wish you guys would come and get involved with me and correlate, you know what I mean? I've tried to correlate with you guys. I love you guys. I can't ride because of my tumor, I'm sorry. You know, I know you don't respect me as much because I don't have a Harley anymore. But this brain tumor sucks. I can't climb trees anymore either. I fell out of a tree last week. I found out I can't climb trees anymore. I'm painting houses now and doing remodel work. Hit the like button. Like, subscribe, and share, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Good time. My Bible tells me I'll be alone, but guess what? It only takes one of me to beat the fuck out of all these people. So, I mean, it kind of equals out. I'm really not alone because these people are so weak. There's nothing they could do to just one of me. You know what I mean? They probably wouldn't show up if we had hundreds of people out here. But what you have to realize is this is Port Charlotte, Florida. We've had the largest Trump rallies in the entire nation right here. This is the town that in 2020 we had the 185,000 boat rally for Donald Trump. You know what I mean? I haven't tried to organize any rallies though. So, because it seems like we've been taken over by people from New York and by criminal aliens and by, you know, corruption. But look at all these people giving me love right now. How you doing today, brothers? I'm not a Democrat. They're looking at me like, you motherfucker. Like, I'm not a Democrat. Uh-oh, who's screaming? Uh-oh, what just happened? Did y'all hear that? Did he do something? Because he go, oh, it's this guy. What is he doing? You hear him? Rah! Oh, everybody. I guess if I put a description in my live, more people come watch. I'm going to start going live every night again at 9 o'clock, by the way, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Because being homeless sucks. But I'll tell you this right now. Everybody says, I bet you regret all this stuff you've done for all these years. Absolutely not. I'd do it all over again. I'd be more savage about it. If I knew this was going to happen to me, I'd be way more savage about it. But I would do it all over again. I regret nothing. I regret nothing for standing up against you fucking wackos. You're communists. I'm a patriot. So, you noticed it. Not one of them have an American flag out here, right? None of them have American flags. That person does, but it's upside down and touching the fucking ground. What a piece of shit. See, if I had it my way in America, these people that burn our American flags, we'd just be able to beat the fuck out of them in the streets. That's crazy. You come to my country and you're going to tell me that our country sucks? Get out. Get out. Get out. Period. I do go help homeless people. You should watch my videos, then you know what you're talking about. I even go volunteer and clean up the pepper trees. I feed homeless people all the time. I am a homeless person right now. These people have gotten me kicked out of everywhere. They make bomb threats and death threats on my landlord. You know what I mean? You're right. Come help a homeless person. Your way, everyone would be homeless. Okay. Well, guess what? Your way, everybody's a pussy. Your way, everybody's a coward. No, my way, these people would be gone. They wouldn't be out here doing this. They think they're the majority because there's nobody else out here standing against them. That's why they're out here like this. They think they're the majority because nobody stands against them except for me. They see one of me out here and all of them out here, and they're like, oh, well, we're just going to continue to do this. And they get more and more and more and more violent each time because they get more emboldened because nobody comes and stands against them. Oh yeah, the bass and the racing. That's a problem in Port Charlotte, Florida. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes that bass is so loud, my butthole vibrates. Man, that shit's. I get to you, especially when it's 4 in the morning or 2 in the morning, and they're doing that. And they do that every night at 2 in the morning. And then the backfiring cars. I agree, that shit sucks. But you know what? They have freedoms just like we do. These people have freedoms just like we do. I'll never stop you from coming out and protesting. I'll stop you from getting violent, though. Every time. I'll stop you from getting violent, but I'll never stop you from protesting. You know, I don't mind helping these people. If somebody were to come up and start attacking them right now, you know what I'd do? I'd help them. I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't go over there and join in. I'd help them. Because that's what morality is. That's what common courtesies for your community are. You don't just stop and watch people get hurt. So you're taking me out of context, obviously, when you say that I'm violent. Because I've never once gotten violent ever. And all this time, these people shoot at me. These people burn my stuff to the ground. They smash my stuff up. And never once have I gotten violent with them, except for the last time over here when he tried to grab my dog out of the truck and I had to put him down. You touch my dog, I'll put you down. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? And here's the thing I'm going to tell you. I'm a horrible sinner every day. Every single day I have to ask for forgiveness. But here's what I'm willing to do for you. Here's what I'm willing to do for them. Here's what I'm willing to do for all of you people out here. I'm willing to die for you. I'm willing to get out here and give my life for you. That's what I'm willing to do. I have enough conviction in this country, in the Constitution, in my Bible, that if I have to give up my place for your place, I'll do it. If I could save you and get you to heaven, and I can no longer step in the tabernacle just like David, I'll do that for you. No, that's not true. Blasphemy is an unforgivable sin, and people don't understand what blaspheming the Holy Ghost actually is. Tolerance is a sin in the Bible, people. In Revelation, I have this against you. You tolerate the Jezebel spirit, and you allow them to lead my children into sexual immoralities, and allow them to turn away from my face. In the New Testament, a man should not wear a woman's clothes, a woman should not wear a man's clothes. Any who does detestable in the sight of the Lord your God. Okay? Timothy 1, 1 Timothy 2, chapter 7 through 11. Read it. It tells you all these women out here are committing egregious sins right now. You know what I mean? Blasphemy is absolutely an unforgivable sin, and people forget that. So when you blaspheme the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, there's no forgiveness for that. And people have to stop preaching 100% tolerance when it comes to the Bible. I'm probably going to go to hell. I probably am. But you know what? I'm going to save many people on the way. I promise you that. I promise you that. That Democrat from that 50-minute video I posted, you know, he's a completely different person after I started showing him the actual FBI statistics and the actual websites that you can find this stuff on, instead of just listening to CNN or NBC or, you know, MDNC. You want this beef jerky? I know you've eaten 5 beef jerkies today, but do you want that beef jerky? Yeah. Well, they're not getting... Are they already giving up today? They're not getting any beeps today, therefore, I think they're unhappy that I'm getting all the beeps today. I'm gonna be honest though, the last few rallies, I'm not the one that was getting the beeps. So because I'm parked here, they're all going that way now. Look, they're all leaving to go down there. I'll just move down, guys. I'll just move down. We're not a democracy, you communist. We're a constitutional. Hey, let's try being a democracy for 5 days, then we can all vote you out of the country because there's no checks and balances and the majority rules. If we were a democracy, you wouldn't even be allowed in our country. We'd just kick you out. We're a constitutional republic with democratic elections. And the 14th Amendment makes it very clear. You only get constitutional rights if you're a citizen or a naturalized citizen that came here through the port of authority. It makes it very, very clear. Yeah, or Fox News, absolutely. I haven't watched Fox in a few years now. I watch Newsmax sometimes, but mostly Charlie Kirk, Steven Crowder, sometimes Tim Pool, not as much anymore. You know, a bunch of different places. Salty Cracker Channel, Hodge Twins. You know, all the people that deserve the support. James O'Keefe. Absolutely 100% James O'Keefe. I'd love for you to get out here and help me expose some of the corruption here. We can prove that Act Blue is paying these people and busting them in here, brother. Sometimes I watch Newsmax. I haven't watched Newsmax in quite some time. Sometimes I watch it. It was better during the 2020 election. Glenn Beck, you know, all the people that they persecuted, and all, obviously my absolute favorite, you know, my absolute favorite, someone I've been keeping up with for 20 plus years now, Alex Jones. How you doing, honey? We love you. Oh. See, I got to reiterate on the comment that somebody made. If we did things my way, everybody would be homeless. If we did things my way, none of this violence in the cities would be happening right now, because these people would know they could be held accountable. You're going to be homeless. Watch. You have an entire generation of woke children that don't want to work. You won't have electricity in 15 years. We don't have anybody to run the infrastructure. You know what I mean? Y'all are looking at the short-term goal. I'm looking at the fucking long-term goal for the future of my country. How you guys doing? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm looking at the long-term goal of America. And in the long-term goal, we are a country of tariffs. We're not a country of taxes. The taxes were only supposed to be here for the World War, and that was it. It was supposed to be done after that. Okay? They kept it going, just like the Fed. That's a private organization. The Fed is not a government-ran organization that takes your money. Okay? That's a private entity. Ah. Yeah, but you have to understand, accountability. Everybody has to be held accountable, and these people have not been held accountable for the things they've done. They've been allowed to get out here and get violent and do stupid shit this whole time, and then somehow every time we arrest one of them, they just get bonded out and it's over. You know what I mean? I'm trying to explain to these people, if you don't have savage people like me, you don't have electricity. You don't have someone to climb these high poles and keep your electricity running. You don't have windows in your house. You don't have roofs on your house. You know, you don't have landscaping in your yard if it's not for people like me. At the end, I don't know what fascism is. Okay, fascism's when your president conspires with Facebook and all of the town squares to censor people like me. That's fascism. Okay? Fascism isn't a president that's passing Democrat and Republican policies right now. Okay? Fascism isn't a president that has never once censored any of you. And you say he wants to censor you. How has he ever censored you? None of you are getting kicked off of social media. Every Republican that spoke out against you from 2016 to 2020 was kicked off the internet for speaking facts. I bet you people are pissed now that all the COVID files came out, huh? Have you read them? Holy fuck. COVID was actually made right here in America? Woo! Fauci had a cure the whole time? None of you people had to die? That's fucking crazy, right? That's crazy. But none of you read the actual facts of the situation. You don't get into the meat of it. You listen to CNN or you listen to a news station. You know what I do? I go to the HHS websites, or I go to when the Democrats pass a bill, guess what? I go to the Democrat Party websites and I read the bill. I read the whole bill. I'm in the process of reading this budget bill right now. Like the Democrats were just on TV last night saying that the bill does not cut taxes. It clearly states in the 200-something page, it does. It clearly states it does. So we now have politicians on the Democrat side that they're talking about, you don't know what fascism. I do know what fascism is. Fascism is when congressmen attack federal agents for no reason. What's wrong with all the people over there? I don't know, brother. They're fucking crazy, man. They're nuts. I'll be out here every time. I love you guys. But products you want but don't need. Yeah, there's a lot of products that you want that you don't need, but you need electricity, right? You couldn't survive without electricity, could you? Most of you couldn't survive without electricity or a refrigerator to keep your food cold, or you wouldn't know how to keep your food good. You know what I mean? So it is. Oh, do I have one coming over here to stand against me? Oh, and he's got an 8647 sign. The one guy coming over to stand with me is flying the 8647 sign over here. Which, in case you people don't understand, you're like, oh, the number 86 is what broke MAGA. No, because I've worked in restaurants. And when you 86 an order, you're killing the order. Everybody knows, universally, when you 86 something, you're killing it. Okay? They say, kill that order, 86 it. So 8647 means 86, kill the 47th president of the United States. If you people are so retarded you don't understand that, we're sorry. But our parents taught us not to get angry at retarded people. We just feel bad for you, okay? We just feel bad for you. That's all there is to it. We're sad for how messed up your brains are. So go to look up the book, White Rule Rage, The End of Democracy. That's my truck on the front of that book. That's me. Oh. And like I said, would I like to get paid for doing this like they do? Yeah, I would take money for doing what I do. Absolutely, but I'll still do it without getting paid. I bet you they wouldn't. I bet you none of them will. So, what's that say? Deport felons. Oh, deport felons. Democracy. So they're basically, here's what they're literally saying to you. They want this to be a communist socialist country because they don't understand what America is. America's not a democracy. In a democracy, we can vote all of you out of this country because there's no due process in a democracy. The majority rules in a democracy. So let's try to be a democracy for 6 months and we'll just vote all you the fuck out because you're definitely not the majority. You're the minority. You're 1% of the country. That's why there's 200,000 people in this town and there's only this many of you here. You're all of the Democrats for this entire town. That's it. We have 112,000 registered Republicans and 13,000 registered Democrats here. That's it. You'll never win an election in this town, ever in the history of time, ever. We're a purely Republican town. King Trump, yeah, baby, you're retarded, but you're getting paid. I understand. If you wanted to pay me, I'd do it too. I get paid too. I get it. That's the beauty about being a loud person. They can hear everything I'm saying. I can't even hear this guy's bullhorn. He's talking into that bullhorn. I can't even hear him. Look, he's antagonizing them. Oh, I don't think they're having it. No, they're having it. But I just think it's funny that these people, so what you got to understand, they literally believe this is a socialist country. They believe that America is a democracy. So if you ever say the word, that's the only thing I got against my president. He's been using that word democracy. There ain't nothing about America. We're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic with democratic elections. Democratic and democracy are two different things. Democracy is when majority rules. So you say, we don't have the same type of elections anymore. We don't have democratic elections where we have electors and where they count the votes. Now it's the majority rules. So whoever the majority of whatever you vote for is, that's who gets what they want. So you say, Republicans are the majority of the country. Well, guess what? If we were a democracy, we could literally vote for you to leave the country, and you would have to. We could literally vote for you to leave the country if we were a democracy. We could say, you know what? We want to vote to have all these people put in prison. There's no checks and balances in a democracy. There is no, you get the executive branch and all this stuff in a democracy. A democracy is socialism. And look like socialized medicine. You go to Canada to try to get some help right now, they'll offer to kill you instead of help you. You know what I mean? Socialized medicine means if you have broken bones or something like that, you can go get free health care. But if you have a terminal disease, they don't do shit for you. That's a fact. You hear bitch about all the time. Absolutely, we're a republic. 100% republic. You know? And the forefathers made it very clear. George Washington's farewell speech, if you're not a moral or religious person, there's no place in these writings for you. They made it very clear what they stood for. Okay? John Adams, under the heavenly rule, is in his main last farewell speech. The first way he starts that off is under the heavenly rule, the spirits, you know, they say we're supposed to have a separation of God and state. That wasn't a thing. That's not a thing that's in the Constitution. You know what I mean? That was the thing. We had Bibles in school in the 1700s and 1800s. They prayed before class in the 1700s and 1800s. And that's another thing. You people equate schools with the state. It shouldn't be like that. The schools should be taken care of by the communities they're in, not by the government, not by the states. The people that have their children in school should be the ones understanding what's going on with their kids in schools. It should be ran by no entity that thinks they're an authority. It should strictly be ran by parents that care about their children. And the people we vote into the school board in our local communities should stand up for what the parents want in the school. Otherwise, we just need homeschool networks, and everybody needs to homeschool their kids. Because if they don't, this is what happens to them. Look how young these kids are, man. These kids have no experience in life. They don't even know what they're talking about. They don't even know what a king is. You know what I mean? No king for America. Bro, if Donald Trump were acting like a king, he'd be cutting people's heads off right now. Because a king can just do whatever they want to do. He keeps making a joke about running for, you keep saying he's running for a third term, but wasn't it you guys that said his first term wasn't legitimate? And you tried to impeach him, and you stopped him from doing anything he wanted to do, and now we have 100% evidence that you had legal apparatuses lying to Donald Trump and stopping him from placing policies, and we still got the best America we've had in 50 years under him, even though you impeded him. You still tried to rig this last election, and we still won the largest mandate. Well, you got to understand, this is a mandate, what we're doing right now. This is a mandate from the American people of the United States of America. We overwhelmingly, majority, all swing states even, ruled. This is what we want, everything we're doing right now. And everything Trump is doing is what we voted for, and it's what he ran his platform on. Well, he didn't tell you about the tariffs. That's all he told us about. Deportations, mass deportations of everything. Thank you, baby. Take all the pictures you want. Absolutely. Wood chippers for pedophiles. Feet first every time. You can't put them in a wood chipper unless it's feet first. Jesus is awesome. There is a king in this country. His name is Jesus. And in the name of Jesus, I expel all these demons. All these demon brats, I expel you. The original party of slavery right here, guys. They're still pushing for slavery. Look at them. They'll threaten you with black people, but there's not... He got that Black Lives Matters flag out here. There's not one black person out here for you guys. No, that's the funny part of it. Not one black person ever out here for them guys. I've been beeped at by about 6 black people and given thumbs up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Gang crime has nearly vanished in your area because of ICE. Good for you. I wish they'd come here. We didn't vote for these deportations. We didn't vote for these criminal aliens. We voted for deportations, but we're not getting them like you guys are getting them in the cities. They're bombarding us here. But see, the difference between here and in the cities is, I love you, sir. I'm not going to say what he did because it might be a crime, but oh, shit. Well, they're not throwing water bottles today, and they're not pulling their penises out, so that's the thing, you know. If the only purpose I serve in all of this is them not getting violent when I come out here, it's worth it for me. It's worth it. Blessings don't come my way because God made it very clear. He will isolate his chosen, and the devil will attack us every single time. Yeah, I'm sure he did. I love you guys. Listen, hey, yeah, 3 cigs in 10 minutes. I'm super stressed. I've slept 3 hours in the past week because it's illegal to sleep in your truck and be homeless in the state of Florida now. So my window gets knocked on all the time. And I just haven't been able to sleep. I'm not bitching about it. I'm just telling you, that's why 3 cigs in 10 minutes. I don't have any money to get anything to eat right now or anything like that. So I'm a little hungry at the moment. So the cigarettes are pacifying the, oh yeah, absolutely. In 1926, not only was America richer, go look at the black communities that were popping up in 1926 and the 1940s. They were clean, they were pristine, they dressed in suits, button-up shirts, stuff like that. Everybody talks about fucking slavery, but you do realize that 13% of all slave owners in America were black, right? The black slave owners were black plantations. There were plenty of black free people while they were slaves. People don't understand that. I have to state facts. I sit and I read this stuff, and I also have this. So people wonder where I get my definitions of words from. It's the 1988 Webster's Dictionary, the standard for definitions in America. I don't read the Marxist dictionary like these people do. Well, you got to understand, the Marxist dictionary, words are backwards in the Marxist dictionary. So when they call you a fascist, they literally mean they're a fascist. When they call you a racist, they literally mean they're a racist. Because that's what fascism is. It's the opposite of what patriotism is. The words are the opposite. Go read a Marxist dictionary by Karl Marx. Look, I got a black man out here supporting me right now. Look, he doesn't want to come up. I got a black man right here. He's on our side. He's like, what the fuck are these crazies doing? Let's go have a chat with him. How you doing today out here, my friend? Good to see you out here, man. You just getting something to eat up at Burger King here?
No, I was going to Walmart.
Oh, how's your day going? These people are fucking crazy, aren't they?
You know what? It's not that I love Trump. He gonna do what he gonna do.
But this is, you know, I mean, this guy's got 8647 on his sign right here. This guy's walking with a Black Lives Matter flag with not one black person out here with it. Hey, we love you, man. We love you, man. You know,
Don't get me started.
I was just talking about that on my live here. I was like, look, man, I'm like, they're standing out here with all this Black Lives Matter stuff, but every black person that's come by has waved at me and said, good for you, brother. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's just crazy. I'm like, if we want to stop racism, you know what we do? We stop talking about fucking skin color. We understand we're all human beings, you know what I mean? That's all there is to it. We all love each other. That's it. Am I a little more vulgar than other people? Yeah. But, I mean, look at everything that's happened to me. I wasn't like this 7 years ago. You know what I mean? I wasn't this guy 7 years ago. Hell, I voted for Obama. Like millions of us did. You know what I mean? Yeah, I said that. I voted for Obama. I campaigned for Obama. And then I saw what he did. He did nothing for nobody. Exactly. That's why they make the joke Trump was the first black president. And he was the first president to actually pass policies that helped the black community.
It used to be Bill Clinton.
Yeah, right. Right. Absolutely. But yeah, man. Like, we love you. Anytime you want to come out here and get involved, ain't nobody gonna do nothing stupid. You know what I mean? They won't get violent when we're out here because it's not the city. We won't let them. You know. I know, but there's cops right over there. There's cops sitting right over here. There ain't nothing stupid gonna happen. I got a 30-minute video we sat, me and the cops sat and talked in this parking lot this morning. They wanted to make sure nothing was gonna be stupid today. You know, so. And then, now if I were to get out and walk in the middle of the street like this guy, the cops would say something to me about it, you know what I mean? But he's being a good photographer, you know, he's getting the good pictures. Who knows who he actually stands with? He might just be a photographer out here that's neutral. You know what I mean? It's more than likely not, because he's been over there hanging out all day. But he could be neutral. You know.
Let him go to Ohio or New York City.
That's what I know.
And watch immigrants go into a luxury hotel.
Yeah.
And
well, the funny thing is the majority of these people are not even from this town. You know what I mean? Majority of them, you go over there and look at their cars in that parking lot over there, they got out-of-state tags on them. These are the Northerners.
You need to go take a picture of what y'all doing.
Right? That's what I did last time. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my dog over there. She's my baby. She goes everywhere I go. If you don't, she's gonna dig a hole now. Hey, you be blessed out here, brother. Anytime you want to come out here and stand with us, we're here, man. The good ones of us, anyway. So, people say, why am I so hateful? I'm not over there talking shit to them. I haven't walked up to any of them and gotten violent. Nothing like that. You know what I mean? I've stayed on this side of the road, and I'm exposing what they're doing. Now, if they want to get stupid, that's a different story. Absolutely. Yes, Burger King. Yes, Burger King in Port Charlotte, Florida. That's what we're in front of. They're actually permitted. They actually pay. ActBlue pays for permits for them to be out here for some stupid reason. I'm like, you guys actually paid for a permit to protest in America? They don't understand what America is. They don't understand what a constitutional republic is. And what they need to realize is if this were a democracy, they wouldn't be able to be out here doing this. They wouldn't be allowed to be out here doing this. They'd have to be the brown coats and the black coats, you know? Every time, baby, every time. Look, I just love you guys, and I want them to attack me. I want them to target me instead of you guys. That's the only reason I do this, is so they target me instead of you. And I'll stand out here every time until they kill me. But in case you don't understand that is why I do this, so they target me. I brought this all on myself. So when I vent about it, I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to complain that these people have smashed my shit up, all because they don't like my political beliefs or my religious beliefs. That's crazy. And you want to know what? This isn't the main thing. These aren't the main things that they attack me for. You know what the main thing they attack me for is, and it's sad? This is the main thing they attack me for. Wood chippers for pedophiles. That's the main thing they attack me for. It's not the Trump shit that they attack me for the majority of the time, because they never talk about Trump, you know what I mean, when they're attacking me. They talk about pedophiles. Because we speak, in case you don't know who we are, I got really famous in 2020 for speaking at school board meetings. I was getting hundreds of millions of views on my videos, and then cancel culture kicked in, and they banned me from, I don't know if you know what Google AdSense is. I can't get paid for any of these videos. I'm banned from Google AdSense, so I can't be that's what demonetized means. Everybody says demonetized means you're demonized. No, it's demonetized means your monetization, your money gets shut off. You can no longer get paid from the social media if you don't have. Google AdSense is the only paywall for all of social media. Isn't that crazy? That's why they're ending monopolies in America. This time next year, you'll be able to put a ton of different paywalls up on your social media. So I toss my Cash App out there and stuff like that, but it's easier when you're live and people can just send you gifts and stuff. That's when I used to make good money on social media, is when people sent me the gifts and stuff. But lately, like, I've posted the videos of how my viewership slowed down. Well, ever since I posted the video and told you guys exactly how to know if you're shadow banned or not, because there's actually an icon on your account if you're shadow banned. Okay, and what that is if you look at your profile picture in the right-hand corner in the small bottom, if there's constantly an exclamation point on that little icon, that means they're purposely archiving your videos and not showing the views out. So that's what being shadow banned is, so people understand what shadow banning is. So there's actually an icon that shows you're shadow banned, and a lot of people don't understand that. So thank you very much. Because since I got this tumor, I forget to say like, subscribe, and share. Now, before, I'm sorry the videos aren't as good as they used to be, but as you know, I've lost everything. I don't have all those nice cameras anymore. Those got burned up in the fire with the RV. All my editing equipment got burned up in the fire with the RV. All my shirt making equipment for when I make my custom shirts and stuff like that, that all got burned up. You know what I mean? When they caught my Trump store on fire, a bunch of shit got burned up inside there. So, I mean, I've lost a lot through all of this, and the majority of it's vandalism. Now, we did have 3 hurricanes. That took a lot from me too, but that's all right. What you guys don't understand is everybody's bitching about North Carolina and East Palestine, Ohio right now, and they're complaining about FEMA. We've been trying to expose FEMA since Hurricane Andrew here. They've never helped us in Florida. They always deny us. That's just FEMA. FEMA's not here to help people. How you doing today, brother? Some people give you the secret thumbs up because they're scared these people will attack them. They give that little small secret thumbs up, like with their hands halfway under their car seat. That's funny. But I get it. There's a lot of older people in this town, and we don't want you older people to be attacked. Attack me. I can defend myself. It seems like that's all these people do when they attack somebody. You notice that, right? They either attack super old people, or they gang up on somebody to where they can't defend themselves. Wait, dude, could you imagine if Kamala Harris were president right now? And the funny thing is, they call us violent. But the only incident they can give you of violence is January 6th, which was majority. 100 people went down in the tunnels and got stupid. And that wasn't even that violent, okay, compared to 2020, $42 billion worth of damage, burning down cities, autonomous zones, taking over shit. There's an autonomous zone right now in, Philadelphia? Or no, Washington State. They took over a whole fucking college just last week. Antifa did. Like Trump did, God bless. Absolutely. And you know what? That's the thing about Trump. They've been begging him. When there was a D behind his name, they loved him. Hat's made in China? No, it's not. It's old. I'm sorry. This hat was ordered. Oh, there ain't no tag in it no more. This hat was ordered off of USA Today or USAHats.com or something like that. I don't order from Amazon. Sorry, it's really old. It's 4 years old. I've had this hat for 4 fucking years. It's been in the sun. It's been all over the freaking place. But, this hat's, damn it, this one's also made in America. But all the tags are all worn off. You can't see them no more. They're so freaking old now. Damn it. Anyway, how you doing today, brother? Yeah, right? It's supposed to go on till 11:30 today. Yeah. It's supposed to go. Huh? Probably.
Yeah.
Is it 10:30 already? Holy crap. I've been out here since 7:30 this morning. Yeah, a few of them were. Not many of them. They got here about 9.
Yeah, I went in a
Sorry, I can't hear you over the car there.
Oh, no worries. He said I was left to go to Punta Gorda at like 9, and they were just seemed like they were just getting kicked up.
It's funny that you said it was 10:30 because look, as soon as you said it's 10:30, look, everybody's moving.
Yeah.
I've taken the videos many times and shown people, look, they're all leaving at the same time. Every one of them, look, their time is up, and every one of them are leaving at the exact same moment. Every fucking one of them. So you tell me it's not organized and paid for, but their pay date runs out, and look, they're rolling all their stuff up and they're leaving. They don't believe in any of this stuff. This is a paycheck for them. That's all this is, guys. Look, they're freaking taking off now. Ha, ha, ha. So I didn't even realize they were leaving because I was talking to my people here when you said it's time for them to leave. Well, they said they were going to be here till 11:30 today, but I guess their payday's over. See,
They're a very diverse crowd too.
all half dead, except for the few people walking around with the clipboards, getting them to sign them, and the one little Antifa guy that showed up. Now, this was the smallest one they've had. This is the smallest one they had. They had 2,800 people out here on the last rally they had.
Okay.
So this is the smallest one they had. But this one they just advertised for this one like 5 days ago. You know what I mean? So this is how many people they can get advertising in 5 days. Think about that. You know what I mean? So their antagonizer had a bad day. You see the guy that just walked off with the BLM flag. He had a real bad day today because look at his 8647 sign, guys. Kill Donald Trump. Make sure we get a good picture of him in case something stupid happens. You know. What's it say? Fuck Elon Musk. Fuck Elon and the felon. Oh. Okay. One of the signs said, deport all felons. Well, that's a whole different class of people they're pissing off now. Yeah. That's a whole different class of people they're pissing off. Fuck felons, man. Well, guys, I'm going to turn you around because, like I said,
Good one, brother.
They all be safe out here, my friend.
Yeah.
They all leave at the exact same time. I'll stay out here for a little while longer until all of them are gone completely. And then I'll go talk to my girls at Burger King for a little bit. But I think it's hilarious that you guys say, I didn't even know this. How the fuck did you get over there? How'd you get over here? I didn't even, you're laying in all these prickly stickers. You little shit. Let me turn you around so people can see my baby. What? Yeah, you baby. Yeah, you baby. Boop, boop, boop. So I hope you're all having a beautiful day out here today. I got to go try to find, since they're all leaving now, hopefully I can ride around out here and no, Huskies do really good. Huskies do really good in the heat. Their undercoat works both ways. A lot of people don't know that. That's why you're not supposed to shave a husky. Make them really sick. But their undercoat works both ways, and they have a special UV protectant in their hair too that other dogs don't have. So their hair actually repels UV rays. And plus, she's a white dog on top of it, so white automatically repels the sun anyway. You know what I mean? She does pretty good. Yeah, it gets hot for her. I soak her down all day though. She's in the water most of the time. You can go look at all my videos online. She's a water dog. She likes to swim. And I live in Florida, so every so often you've got a canal. Every quarter mile you have a canal here. But that's how dogs stay cool though. They do this. They pant and they drool. That's how a dog sweats. So when we sweat, that's how we regulate our body heat. When they pant, that's how they regulate their body heat. See the sweat? That's sweat. It's drool and sweat. Oh, hey, why didn't you come back? That was my buddy Mike. Why didn't he come back? But yeah, you see it? Look how quick they get out of here too. They all just go, they don't even go conversate with each other. They don't even go, look at all these people that are supposed to be of the same like-minded descent. They don't even go conversate with each other, man. whatsoever. They just go and they leave. They come, they get their paycheck, and they go and they leave. Hey, Republican NGOs, how do we get a paycheck? Huh? I like to get paid for doing this. I like to get paid at all. You know what I mean? I'd like to have some work. I'd rather work for my money, and this is work. If you ever... I'm not a pizza guy. I know that sounds weird. I'm more of a meat and potatoes, brown gravy, and pot roast kind of guy. Here, come on, get outside. I'm gonna turn the truck on real quick for her. Turn the AC on. Turn some AC on for my puppy. I just don't like leaving her in the truck. I like letting her be out here with me. She prefers to dig a hole and lay in it. So, from here, if anybody's in Port Charlotte, obviously, you can't miss the truck. This is coming off, so I got that set up to where my truck will hold my signs for me and I don't have to. You know what I mean? And I take it down and then there's the flags again. But try getting a job. I work for myself. I'm a legally licensed business, you ding-a-ling. If you paid attention to anything, you'd understand that I've had the same business for 28 years. Not until they burnt my shit to the ground did I lose it. And stole $70,000 worth of my equipment inside my trailer and my whole trailer. Burnt my RV to the ground. Cost me $100,000 right there. Caught my Trump store on fire. I've owned things my whole life. I don't work for people. My service animal's with me 24 hours a day. Nobody will hire me at a job. So I work for myself. Besides, you don't make enough money working for other people to even survive around here in Port Charlotte, Florida. They don't even pay the minimum wage of Florida here in most places. The minimum wage of Florida right now is $14.72 an hour. In September, it has to go up to $15 by law. So what they've done is they've fired the majority of the people. Most companies only have 5 or 6 people even working for them. I've driven you down the roads all week this week. I did a 2-hour video driving the entire town. There wasn't one work crew anywhere in town. I just painted a house. But I had to pay my bills. You know what I mean? I got bills to pay. And all this stuff I do, all this volunteering I do, how do you think I get that food to feed those people? I pay for that out of my pocket. All this money I spend cleaning up these mangroves out here, the county doesn't pay me for that. I pay for all that out of my own pocket. All the clothes I hand out to people, all the stuff I do, that all comes out of my pocket. I don't have any people helping me with that. Nobody. It's just me. Nice. So it is what it is. Get a job. You get a job. I have a job. I'm a painter. It's just a bunch of Democrats have moved into my community in the past, 4 years. And then the Democrats go around and they threaten. They follow you places and they threaten your car. I've posted the text they send me. I'll repost them today since you people are clearly retarded, the ones that are trolling me. And you don't see, that's the problem we have with Democrats. You don't research anything. You just hear 2 or 3 words and you take that as context. That's a problem. When we stop having cordial dialects with each other, when we stop conversating with each other, we don't have a country. You know what I mean? You don't have a country. You have 2 factions right now in this country. And I don't want it like that. We should be agreeing on so many things right now. So many things. Y'all are bitching because RFK's making food more healthy for you. He's outright showing you the proof that your food is killing you and literally making your children retarded. And you were complaining about that. Donald Trump just raised the stock market for you people higher than it has ever been in 20 years. You're bitching about that. He's made a bunch of you rich as fuck. You're complaining about that. We just reached an unprecedented deal with China. We have never had higher tariffs on China than they do on us. We shouldn't even be doing commerce with China. They're our biggest enemy. They literally make their products so they fall apart when we buy them. The quality of products in China and the quality of products we get from China are 2 different things. We've actually got verified reports that they make their steel more brittle, so we have to buy more. So look at it like this when it comes to tariffs. My truck was made in 1999. Every part on this truck says Grade A USA Steel. And it still runs. All of it. Original parts mostly. Every new part I buy for this thing is made out of aluminum and plastic, and I have to replace it every 4 months. So is it cheaper for me to pay more and have a part for the rest of my life, or is it cheaper for me to buy the same part every month for the rest of my life? It's cheaper for me to have the one part and pay a little more for it up front. That's what it is. Dude, I have a terminal tumor in my head. I don't give a what's it matter what I do? You know what I'm saying? What does it matter what I do? It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to kill me faster than that is. As a matter of fact, most smokers live till they're like 100, man, and super healthy people die when they're like 70 or 80. So, I mean, think about that. Yeah, I quit for 2 years and I started again. Biggest mistake I ever did. Biggest mistake. The only thing I've ever been addicted to. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I smoke cigarettes. You know, and I drink coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. Not so much in the summertime, but in the wintertime, I'll drink a pot a day. But, I mean, I don't mind going live and collabing with people. I don't mind going live and having debates with people. I'll gladly post facts and truth for you. Yeah, exactly. Well, I tell people all the time. They're like, hey, I'm going to hire a handyman to paint my house. I'm saying, well, I want you to understand, you're not hiring a painter to paint your house. You're hiring a handyman, so you're going to get the work that you pay for. I want the job 3 times cheaper. You're going to get what you pay for. Yeah, I don't want to quit smoking right now. That's why I'm not quitting. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't, but I do. You know what I mean? I don't have, without getting into the specifics of the details of my medical condition right now, I have a tumor in my brain. I've posted the MRIs and the scans and all that stuff, but I haven't really talked about it a lot because, well, it's a lot to grasp, honestly. I'm 43 years old. 43. I'll be 43 in July. Matter of fact, my birthday, the anniversary of Donald Trump getting shot is my birthday, July 13th. So he got shot on my 42nd birthday. Yeah. So July 13th, 1982, I was born. But my whole life they've called me the modern day Job. This stuff, like the bad luck and stuff, I don't have a compliant bone in my body. If I see somebody being hurt, I step in. If I see a woman getting hit by a man, I step in. Even when I was a kid, I can't help myself. I can't sit and watch people do stupid things like that. And then the funny thing is, you all call me violent, but I'm the only person out here helping people every day. I don't know of any other people out here every day helping people. You know, if you're in Port Charlotte, you know me. You know me. I'm constantly on the side of the road fixing people's cars or people getting wrecks, and I take my IFAC kit and I medically treat them, or I volunteer to clean out the mangroves because our county won't do it and our town needs to be better, or I volunteer and I pick up trash on the side of the road, or I do my best to help homeless people. You got to have money for that. You know what I mean? You got to have money to go out and feed homeless people. You got to. And it's illegal to be homeless in Florida. So you get harassed for feeding homeless people too, which doesn't bother me one bit. The problem is we have a lot of junkies in Port Charlotte, Florida. A lot of the people here that are homeless because they're junkies. We have some homeless people, but not very many. Like, seriously, not very many actual homeless people. And we have one homeless coalition here that has 19 beds. That's it. That's the only homeless help in this town. You can go online and look up homeless help. Well, I think we should put being a Democrat in the DSM-5, you know, because they are mentally disturbed at this point. Like, obviously, transgenderism is a 100% sin against the Bible. And if you want facts on that, go to the New Testament where it says a man should not wear a woman's clothes, a woman should not wear a man's clothes. Any who does is detestable in the sight of the Lord your God. Or go to Revelation where, I already explained earlier. So, I mean, so people say I don't know my, man, I might not be able to quote every scripture to you for fact, but I know my Bible, buddy. And if I don't know it, I'll read it right to you out of my Bible, baby. So, it is what it is. And if I don't know a question you're asking me about legality, I'll read it out of my Constitution for you. And if I don't know what the definition of a word is, I'll read it out of my 1988 Webster's Dictionary for you, before they started changing the definitions of words. Absolutely. Babylon, man. Babylon. The Lord makes it very clear. Those of you that tolerate the Jezebel spirit, 59 times in the Bible it says tolerance is a sin. It tells you in the Bible to get out and stand against these demons. It tells you. Now, I'll tell you this right now. I get some hate from the Republicans. I don't like RFK. He's a Democrat. Always has been. He flat out said when he was running for president that if you don't believe in climate change, you belong in Gitmo for the rest of your life. That's fucking insane. He also wanted to take our guns. That's fucking insane. The right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed. The actual definition of infringed, a right to be taken. Shall not take this right. A right shall not be infringed. Shall not take this right is what that means. The Second Amendment is the only amendment that does not have an amendment clause attached to it. There's no amendment clause attached to the Second Amendment. Every other amendment has an amendment clause. We were never supposed to amend. All gun laws are illegal, according to the Constitution. Anything that is contrary to the Constitution is non and void and doesn't exist. You don't have to comply to it. That's the law of the land. The Constitution is the law of the land in America, period. Nothing is above the Constitution. Nothing. No executive branch, no judge, nothing. It is our duty as American citizens to physically enact the Constitution if we have tyrants that are stopping us from doing so. Period. So right here in the front of the Constitution, you got a bunch of different speeches from people and essays from like James Madison, John Adams. You got George Washington, the Constitution of the United States. Okay, so the very first words in the Constitution were "We the people." Okay, we the people. Everybody says, "Oh, you're one of those sovereign citizen types." We're all sovereign citizens. That just means sovereign means authority under God. Your rights are God-given. That's why they're rights, not privileges. They're rights under the authority of God. It's a right to defend yourself under the authority of a God. And before you say "thou shalt not kill," it was never "thou shalt not kill." Translated from Arabic, it's "thou shalt not murder." Murder and killing are two different things. Okay? So we got George Washington's farewell speech. Of all the dispositions and habits which lead to political prosperity, religion and morality are indispensable supporters. In vain would the man claim to tribute of patriotism who should labor to subvert these great pillars of human happiness, these firmest props of the duties of men and citizens. The mere politician, equally with a pious man, ought to respect and to cherish them. Let it simply be asked, where is the security for property, the reputation for life, and if the sense of moral and religious obligation deserts the oath, which are the instruments of investigation in courts of justice? Let me repeat that last part. If the sense of moral and religious obligation desert the oaths, which are the instruments of investigation in the courts of justice. So anyone that says that the forefathers meant for the church and state to be separate, every one of the forefathers speak of, "I have such faith in the general government of the world by providence that I can hardly convince a transaction of such monumentous importance to the welfare of millions should be suffered to pass without being in some degree influenced, guided, governed, and omnipotent, omnipresent, and beneficial ruler, God. Omni-important ruler, God. Okay? Literally, all of the Constitution talks about this. It even says in the Constitution, right now, the situation that we're going through with these invaders, the United States government is supposed to fund, train, and supply the militias to remove invaders from our country. It's not supposed to be the cops. It's not supposed to be ICE. It's not supposed to be the federal government. It's supposed to be we the people removing the invaders from the country. That's the Constitution of the United States. I'm not nice. Don't call me nice. Yeah, Bolton was a piece of shit. Bolton was a piece of poo-poo. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. That was a horrible pick. Now, listen, none of us ever said we loved our president because he picked people well. You know, none of us ever said that. None of us ever said we enjoy every pick that he made. Nobody ever said that. Matter of fact, personally, I think Pam Bondi's a shitbag. I'm a Florida citizen. She tried to take our guns. She expanded red flag laws here. I can't stand that woman. But if she's going to go in and do something good for my country, that's okay. But everything I don't agree with, I speak out. If I don't, there's a lot of things I don't agree with on the right. A lot of things I don't agree with that Trump says. And I speak out about it. I say something about it. Because guess what? We don't live in a freaking echo chamber, in my side of the aisle anyway. Those of us that are the 3%, those of us that stand for everything, you know, those of us that are willing to die and fight for this country, those people of us, I don't, there's a lot of things I don't back on both sides. You know what I mean? But I don't believe in communism at all. And you do not have a constitutional right to be a communist in America. You do not have a constitutional right to be a terrorist in America. It's the exact opposite, as a matter of fact. The exact opposite. You realize, back in the day, if you were a communist, they just beat the fuck out of you and kick you out of the country here, or put you in prison. You know what I'm saying? You know, more people have died under communism than anything else. Hundreds of millions of people have died through communism. You know? So, I'm a constitutionalist. I back the Constitution. That's it. That's what I do. I back the Constitution 100%. But even if we don't, that's okay. Even if we don't, we can agree to disagree. That's the beauty of America. We don't all have to think the same, but we do have to understand. Donald Trump is the president right now. When Joe Biden was the president, we didn't get out here and get violent. We didn't get out here and break shit. We didn't get out here and tear stuff up. We said, man, this fucking sucks. He's ruining our country. In 100 days, in 100 days, Donald Trump has made things cheaper, made gas cheaper. I mean, you just got to look at the facts. You got to look around. You go shop at the grocery store, man. Now, here's what you're going to run into, and here's the problem we're going to have. And this is how communism works. Is they want a communist revolution. They want a communist takeover. Look at the Muslim city in Texas that I did a story on this channel 2 years ago, and y'all told me I was fucking crazy and that was never going to happen. Now everybody's talking about it. Okay? So the whole deal with that is it's supposed to be a Muslim city that's 402 acres that'll house over 3,000 Muslims, and they're going to run under Sharia law is what the plan is. But I'm hoping Greg Abbott stops that. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a lot of infidel, me included, and I'll say it right now on the news. Fuck you, FBI. I have my own FBI agent. Y'all know that. I've posted this card numerous times. They've raided me 19 times through all this because of school board meetings. But anyway, I will be taking a ride with pig's blood, water guns full of pig's blood, and a bunch of bacon, baby. And we are never, that's not even legal. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional. You can't have a city strictly for one class of people, especially fucking Muslims. Muslims believe the end of times can't come to pass until every infidel is killed and eradicated from this planet and they've conquered the whole world, which will never happen. You know, Jesus is king. The people have decided, we've given a mandate that we understand certain things are going to have to be done to get our country back. Our country's fucked. People have no clue how bad our country is, guys. And sometimes you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. We're a country of conquerors. We're not a country of peaceful people. I don't know where anybody's getting that from. We are conquerors. Every country's been conquered. Every piece of land on this planet has been conquered by somebody for it to be theirs. Okay? Nothing comes without a price. Freedom isn't free. Okay? People fight and die for you to have the freedoms to talk shit to me on this internet right now. You know, if we didn't have people out here that are savage like me, you wouldn't have the rights that you have. You understand that? They want to end your First Amendment rights. They want to take your gun rights. Following every gun confiscation in every single country is a communist takeover or a socialist takeover. Every single one. There's no country that's taken the rights from their citizens that haven't gone and killed their citizens afterwards. Learn your history. But not very many cities voted Democrat this time. You know what I'm saying? We even got all the swing states. Don't get me started on DeSantis, that some bitch. You can't wait to come back to Florida. Our housing market's crashed. We have the highest inflation in the nation in Florida right now. A lot of our vital infrastructure bills were cut to make our books look balanced. Now our books are in a disarray in Florida. We're having a lot of problems in Florida. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Creepy. Man, Joe Biden's like the creepiest dude on the planet, isn't he? What a fucking creep, man. Sniffing and biting kids and shit. What was that shit when he bit that kid and chewed on him? That was weird. He was letting us know, fuck, it's time for me to get that adrenochrome is what he was saying. Look at all these Democrats now, like Ellen Page and Ellen DeGeneres and Kathy Griffin. They literally look like their soul has just been sucked out of their fucking body, bro. All that adrenochrome is drying up and they don't know what to do with themselves. It's crazy, man. So if you don't know what adrenochrome is, they scare babies. They kill babies, but before they do that, they scare the shit out of them, and it produces a specific enzyme that can make you look younger, that can make you stay younger. Isn't that fucking evil as fuck? Isn't that evil? They do it with animals, too. They'll scare the fuck out of them before they kill them, and it makes the meat more tender, and it makes it taste better. Did you know that? They do that. But animals and humans are two different things. I love me some meat, man. I love to eat me some meat. I'm waiting for them to have a nice big vegan protest here. I don't think they're dumb enough to do that because we got this is a meat eater's town. There's not one vegan restaurant here, you know. So, but they are trying to turn this into a corporate monopoly in Port Charlotte, Florida now. All the local businesses are closing down here. It's not just me that doesn't have work. Like I said, I've done many videos for you guys. Yeah, the grass isn't greener in Georgia. You know what? It'd be Georgia or Tennessee I went to if I left here too. It would be one or the other. I moved back here from Dalton, Georgia, is where I was before I came back here. You're going to vote for Vance? I'd never vote for Vance in a million years. For those of you that don't know, Vance was the first one to call us maggot terrorists for 4 years, and he called Donald Trump the American Hitler for 4 years, and not until he knew he was going to get picked for vice president did he change his tune on that. I'll never trust him. I'll never campaign for him. I'll campaign against him every day of the week. I'll vote for Donald Trump Jr. in 2028, though. The housing market is worse than 2008. That's how bad it's gotten. It's worse than Obama era housing market right now. That's how much it's dropping. It's a buyer's market now. So what's going to happen is all these foreign people are going to come in and buy up all the houses like they're doing right now. Like crazy, and then they're just renting them. They're not selling. So kids can't buy houses anymore. They're gonna have to rent them now. You'll rent the houses, you'll live in the pod, and you'll eat the bugs. The mall right here, the mall has been bought out by pod apartments. So there's gonna be tiny pod apartments in there for our youth. You're gonna live in the pod, you're gonna eat the bugs, and you're gonna like it. You're already eating the bugs, you don't know about it. Any food that you go buy that has the word fachetta in the ingredients, fachetta is ground up crickets. That's their technical term for ground up crickets. So you're already eating the bugs and you don't know it. I would just not vote. I'd just not vote. If Vance is the only option, I'm not voting because I don't trust him. I think he's a plant, personally. But that's my opinion. I think he's a plant. He called us maggot terrorists for many years. He was a Democrat. And he called Donald Trump the American Hitler. And he only changed his tune when he got picked. So, no. Would I have wanted DeSantis as the VP? Absolutely not. Not after I've seen everything he's done here. He expanded red flag laws here. He made it illegal to be homeless here. Right after hurricanes, when tons of old people are living in their vehicles because they lost everything and we've had no help in this town.
threat to what democracy? There's no democracy. Stop with that. Stop with that word in America. There's no democracy here. There'll never be a democracy here. There's never been a democracy here. You know, I don't believe he is. I don't believe Vance is for Trump. He never was before. Only until he got picked for VP was he for Trump. But a lot of people don't know that. All people hear about is on the campaign trail, Trump is, you know, but Trump needed him to get those votes. I get it. I'm not knocking it. As long as my president got in office, I'm fine. It's the president. You know, another thing I don't like, think about this. Every time Trump and Vance are in a meeting with a leader, think of how many times you've heard Vance speak over our president of the United States. You don't do that. The vice president has no power whatsoever except the power invested in him by the president. That's it. The president says he can go do something, then he can do it. But the vice president's just a figurehead. John Adams was pissed because he actually won the first election over George Washington, but he was in France signing all the treaties with France and the peace deals and everything because they were our ally in the Civil War. And while he was over signing all that stuff, the elections happened. And because George Washington crossed the Delaware, they thought he would be a better pick than John Adams. But when he came back, James Madison and Benjamin Franklin told him what happened. Because originally Benjamin Franklin was our ambassador for France because he was a whoremonger. And they're all, you know, whoremongers in France back then, still are, you know. And yeah, I wouldn't vote for Joe Rogan. He's mostly a Democrat. You know what I mean? I got nothing against the guy. I love you, Joe Rogan. I watch your podcast sometimes. I'm not a Joe Rogan fan like a lot of you guys are, though, because he gets fooled by, and he admitted it. I get fooled by the Democrats a lot. You know, he's admitted that. Yes, I'm lighting another cigarette. I'm about to pull out of here. I'm short on gas right now, and I don't have a lot of gas to drive around and look for work today. So I'm just trying to. We can't vote for Elon because he's not an American. He wasn't born in America, so Elon won't run. That's just a joke on the side of my truck. It's a meme to piss them off. The Trump Elon 2028. But the things that Elon has done, like those astronauts would have never come home if it wasn't for him. Our NASA had no way to go get them. We'd have had to rely on Russian Soyuz rockets to go up and do that, which would have been next year. They would have been stuck up there all that time. Frank Savage. I'd love to wake up. First, I'd like to get some sleep. Yeah, not only, okay, listen, one of the very first 10 out of the 10 requirements of the beginning of asylum seeking in America is you have to learn to speak English. Otherwise, you can't do commerce here. So any of these people you meet that can't speak a lick of English at all, they've not sought asylum. They're not legal in this country. They can't be, because one of the very first rules, and it's mandatory, you can't get your asylum until you can speak a certain amount of English. That's the law, okay? Then you have to learn how to do commerce. You have to learn how to use American money. You have to learn how to work an American job, how American morals work, and all that stuff. You have to go through classes to become a citizen of this country. We're a country of settlers. We're not a country of immigrants. We've never been a country of immigrants. Settlers come to a country and create a system, and then we allow migrants to come here. Okay, we allow people to migrate here, but we've never allowed everybody just to migrate to America. The federal law is you're either of an adjoining country to migrate here, or you're from a country that's at war, that's killing you and persecuting, like we just did with the South Afrikaners, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, South Africans, but they're calling them Afrikaners. And then these people prove how racist they are. You know what I mean? And the funniest thing is them trying to push a race war in America. That's just stupid as fuck. That's never going to happen, for one. And for two, there's not enough of you. There's not enough of you to even make a dent in the white population. That's crazy. That would be the dumbest thing ever if you just start trying to kill white people. How stupid are you? You're welcome, by the way. We're the only race of people that have ever fought a war to give you freedom. You do understand that the word slave comes from the word Slav, which means white people. For 10,000 years before black people were ever even known of, we were slaves. You get that, right? It's just we were slaves long before you, so we took our freedom first. And then not only did we take our freedom ourselves, but we fought a war for you so you could have freedom because you couldn't do it for yourselves. Might get a lot of hate for that, but I don't give a fuck. It's the facts. You know what I mean? It's facts. You didn't give yourself freedom. We did. We tore down an entire system of a country to make you one of us because we love you. And we'd do it again. We would do it again. Everybody's been slaves. Absolutely. Like I said, every piece of land that you stand on has been conquered by somebody to be that piece of land and be called what it is. And every single race in the country, in the world, have been slaves. If you want to bitch about slavery, Africa still has legal slavery. They're still legal to be slaves in Africa. What the fuck? The only countries that don't have legal slavery are white-dominated countries. You're fucking welcome that we could come in and make it to where you could be one of us and live with us peacefully. Thank you. That America had 13% black slave owners out of the, only 9 states had slaves, right? You do realize that. Only 9 states had slaves. You people in California say you want reparations? Motherfucker, California was a free state. Nobody ever owned slaves in California. Holy crap. There were the original 9 states that stood up and fought a war to end slavery. And that's how slavery ended. And then from there on out, boom, 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 systematically, all systems in America have fallen together so every single person in this country can have legal rights if you're a citizen of the country. The 14th Amendment makes it very clear. You have to be a naturalized citizen or a born citizen of this country to have rights of this country. Due process does not mean habeas process. Habeas corpus and due process are 2 different things. The due process of... So because I can't afford gas, that means I can't read? That's weird. The logic of these people is just retarded. You can't afford gas. Fuck you giving advice. I'm not giving you advice. I'm giving you facts. That's the difference. See, you get butthurt and you take offense to what I'm saying, and I'm talking at you. I'm not talking to you. You don't have to sit here and listen. It's just that easy. But you're so butthurt and you can't control your emotions so much, you resort to insulting me. Instead of talking facts and showing me how I'm wrong and trying to change my mind, you insult me and you talk shit to me. Right? I don't want God to bless me with a new car. I don't need monetary things to be happy. Do I like to eat every day? Yeah, I like to eat every day. I love my old fucked up truck. I love my baby, man. Me and this truck have more history than anybody could ever think of with a vehicle after everything that's happened in the past 7 years. This truck was bought in 1999. I put 900,000 miles on it. She still cranks like this. Boom, she's good to go. The AC's still kicking, you know what I mean? When they threw that, it sucks though, because when they threw that bucket of rats in my truck last year that chewed all my seats up, that's why my seats are all messed up. I had 42 rats in my truck. They clogged up my air vents, so only a few of the air vents working here. Well, see, that's the difference between me and most people. I don't give a shit what any of you think about me at all. I'll keep getting out here and I'll keep fighting and I'll keep standing up for you, whether you want me to or not. Whether you hate me or you love me, I'll still fight for you. You understand that? I'll fight for your freedoms. Whether you hate me or you love me, I don't care. I don't care. I don't get paid for it. I don't care. It sucks. Do I say something about it sometimes? Sure. Who doesn't? You know what I mean? You find me the person that can go through everything I've gone through in the past few years. Look how long it took me to finally post what was happening to me after all these years. You know what I mean? I didn't tell y'all any of this stuff that was happening to me for a long time. But now I'm in a situation where, hey, I finally got to say, you know what? I can't afford to do this on my own anymore. So I'm going to stand with my fellow patriots and my fellow Christians. I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm for the first time, I'm telling you, I need some help. You know what I mean? Do I want socialist help? Absolutely not. But should we come together as Christians and just fellow human beings to help each other every once in a while? Of course. The paste, yeah, and the crowns. The ones that ate the crowns mostly became Marines, though. Yes, even I was born before many Native Americans. What? I am a Native American. I am 34% Native American, or 43 or something like that. I might have that turned around backwards. Yes. Tide Pods and tampons, baby. What? What are you doing? Am I not allowed to talk to people? You know? Why? I'm not allowed to talk to people? She's getting mad because I'm talking to y'all and not paying attention to her. I love you, baby. Well, guys, I've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes today. I'll go live again this evening, if I can find somewhere to park my truck. How you doing, guys? Absolutely. Hey, look, we got a minority group right here giving us a thumbs up. Look at that. Love you guys. And it says deport illegals in big letters on the side of my truck. See, it's only the very slim, I'm not going to get off here quite yet. It's only the very slim majority of people, minority, sorry, the very slim minority of people that believe the way these people do. But when we get out here and we rally a Trump rally, which is not election season, and we all work during the week. That's why that's the main reason I couldn't get out here to this last rally is I was painting that house. That volunteer house that I was at. Oh, I got an update on that volunteer house, by the way. The guy that came while I wasn't there and stepped in the turtle hole and tried to blame my dog for the turtle hole, which I clearly took the video and showed it was a turtle hole, is now trying to sue me for his father's medical bills for spraining his ankle. After I just volunteered and painted their entire house and fixed all their soffit while they were gone as a surprise. Once again, all of that material for that house was paid for either out of my pocket or people that helped me get that material from like a supply store or something like that, you know? So it's not like I'm not doing nothing to help people. Am I the biggest helper of people out here? No. Is the majority of my time spent helping as many people as I can? Yeah, in one way or another. Whether I'm speaking out for you. And remember, all these markers that I pay for, all these leaflets that I hand out, all this gas that I use, all that costs money, you know, when I do all this stuff. So it all costs money. That's why people are monetized on the internet. So because the things they do, all the research we do, I'm 78% black, 13% French, 9% Italian. Right? Do you have a temper? That's a hell of a mixture, man. That's a hell of a mixture. How you doing today, buddy? I'm driving through the Walmart parking lot. My God, look at all these people here today. Holy crap. We never had this many people in our town. It's crazy, bro. All these northerners have come down here, and this is what they do. I took those videos yesterday. I drove around to all of our local businesses and all of our corporate businesses. Every local business completely empty. Every corporate business slam-packed full. That's why we have monopolies in America. Because you people would rather spend a little less to come here and support China, which every product in America and Walmart's made in China. So you'd rather spend a little less money to come shop at Walmart. Yeah, I shop at Walmart sometimes. I can't help it, you know, because there's not always everywhere else open to buy from. But right now it's Saturday in the afternoon and every local business is open. These people could be buying all this same stuff at every local business here, but they're not. Oh, he looked really mad. Those immigrants right there look really mad. I can't call them illegals unless I know they're illegals. Until I know they're illegal, they're immigrants. You know what I mean? Because we do have a lot of immigrants in America. But we also have a lot of illegals. Like everybody's talking about the 20 million. What about the other? Oh, you look like you're a fucking retard, bro. He just threw a drink at my truck. Sorry. But they all look the same way too, don't they? They all have this, they're either super, oh, I can't go this way because I'm about to post the video where the girl made me leave here because of my Trump truck. I forgot about that. You're about to, once I start posting things, you're going to see. First thing when I pulled in this morning, I pulled in here and went to take Kira across the way. I bought a little gas because it's what I had left to buy gas with off of my card. And I was walking Kira across the parking lot to let her pee. And the manager of the store come in and I said, "You can't have that Trump truck here. You got to leave." I'm like, so I laughed at her, which I normally do. And then she started getting stupid. So I said, you know what, I got a little loud. And you'll see, it was Gink that came out. I've known him for years. Matter of fact, the officers that came out are the ones that I stood with after the hurricane with the body armor on when the people were pulling the guns in the parking lot at Wawa. Keep in mind, the store that trespassed me for exposing their DEI policies when the black lady's kid kicked my dog and broke her leg. By the way, I got trespassed for that incident that day because they had to be equitable and diverse. And she was black and I was white. But anyway, oh, that sounded horrible. Where did that just happen at? Shit, somebody just got smashed. Fuck, did y'all hear that? Where did, oh my God, it's flipped over. The car's flipped over. Okay, I gotta go see if they're all right. Fuck. Shit. Right there, the car is upside down. Damn it. He just got hit hard too. He just got smashed. Fuck. Oh, sorry guys. Damn it. I heard that. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, come on, Joe. Hurry. Hurry. Okay.
Dad, are you okay?
Hey, do we need something to break the window? Accident and the car flipped.
They want to know if we should try to flip it back over.
I would break the back window and get her out this way instead. Don't flip the car.
Just crippled.
Oh,
It's a blue.
can you hold her for 2 seconds?
Let's just not do anything. Let's just wait for.
I'm medical certified. I just want to see if she's okay.
No, we'll just wait a minute. Are you hurt, Mom? Bad?
Can you see past her?
Hey, hold on, stop!
People getting upset like that's getting worse.
She's like, my.
Can you breathe okay?
Sir, my main concern is your mom.
Yeah, she's being held by the seatbelt.
Is being
Choked.
That's what I was.
into her.
She can't go.
You want to cut the
Yeah, I got something. You got something right now? I got something. You know, if we cut the seatbelt, she's gonna fall on him.
No, we just need to wait for paramedics.
Yeah, we'll let them.
Because you don't know if somebody has a neck injury. You don't know if somebody.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm medical certified. I just said that twice. I work with the EMTs. Okay, I've got an IFAC kit in the car if they're hurt. But she cannot lay like that with her neck not supported. We got to get something to support her neck. Nobody looks like they're extremely in pain now.
Okay.
He's doing exactly what he needs to do right now. This is
I'll
perfect.
break your fucking neck.
Sir,
I don't
listen.
care.
Breathe.
Is
Look
this
at
your
me.
mom?
Breathe.
Is this your
Okay,
family?
look at me.
Okay, look,
at
it's
me.
going to be okay.
I know,
Listen.
but
You
you
have-
told him.
Okay,
We
listen.
gotta get her
We're
neck
medical
stabilized.
people, okay? I need you to listen to us. Take a deep breath. I know you are super concerned right now, but I need you to calm down, okay? I need you to calm down.
Are you okay, buddy?
I got you.
Okay.
I told him, and he starts rocking it.
Okay,
Okay,
trying to get my
can
point
you
out.
stand up?
Okay, it's okay.
Because if you can, we should be able to get this seat down, right?
Right up here. Needs to go push it forward.
Can you see the lever up here, buddy?
No.
I need to get inside this car. Lift down. I need to get in here. Get these things off of here right now and try to get us out of here.
Yeah, go ahead.
This right here? Yep.
You get it? All right.
Is it
Hey,
too
do we
fucking?
got a cutter for the seatbelt?
Hold on. You got it? Okay. Yep, you got that. Okay. Perfect. All right, cool. So the airbag's stopping it.
Yeah. Can we pull it forward?
Yes,
Pull it forward, maybe?
Can you squeeze it here? I'll take your hand. I'll give you support. Try to squeeze out, buddy.
Watch your head.
Watch the glass. Watch your head. I just want to make sure her neck is all right before we do anything. I want to get that neck stabilized. That's the most important thing right now. She's literally being held up by a seatbelt.
You good, buddy?
You good?
Grab your phone here, buddy. Grab your phone, pal.
Shoot. Hey, how are you guys doing in here? Are you okay? Can you understand me? Honey, are you okay? I know. You just went out, baby. I know. Messed up. You told me that. Yeah, that's what they told me. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, is your neck hurt at all, bud?
Oh no.
You can feel no pain here. Can you move? I see that you're disabled. Let me tear this seat apart. Hold on.
Hey, I got the other seatbelt off the top here.
Okay, I got that disabled off the seat.
Can you just support her neck so paramedics get here? Can you reach through or no?
I got it. She can move. She's moving her neck. I got her neck in my hands at the moment. I want to try to get him dragged out here. Where's the son at? You're a big dude. Son.
I would say let's not drag him out. Let's wait for paramedics just in case he's got a neck injury.
He says his neck's fine. It doesn't hurt. I just went through it. His eyes aren't dilated.
It could be the shock still.
She's getting hurt right now.
Sure.
This seatbelt is cutting the shit out of her.
I mean, they're gonna open this door and pull her out through the top.
Well, I doubt you.
They're gonna pull her out through the top.
You're holding her up to the best of your ability, right,
You don't
buddy?
wanna move.
They can't.
Whatever someone's doing, they're pushing glass in here on people. Okay.
Hey, brother, if you can squeeze to the roof, I can fold the seat forward for you.
Can you?
Almost here.
Yeah.
I know it is, but if we
Yeah, she's gonna drop on you. That's why I want to get you out of here.
Oh, I'm not worried.
It sounds like you're in a very stressful situation and trying to help someone who might be seriously injured after a vehicle accident in Port Charlotte, Florida. It's good that you're being careful and trying not to move her too much, especially with a potential neck injury. Here's what you should focus on right now. Prioritize safety and getting help. Call for emergency services immediately, 911. Explain the situation, the person's condition, and your location as clearly as possible. They will be able to provide the most appropriate guidance and dispatch paramedics or other trained professionals. Do not move the injured person unless there's an immediate danger,
Are they coming right now?
further collision risk.
Okay.
As you mentioned, the seatbelt might be providing some support, especially if there's a neck or spinal injury.
That's me,
Keep the
honey. I'm
person
putting
as
all
still
my
as
weight up
possible,
on you.
especially their head and neck. Try to prevent any twisting or bending. You're doing the right thing by holding her neck as still as you can. Reassure the injured person. Speak calmly and let her know that help is on the way. While waiting for help, monitor her breathing and level of consciousness. Check if she is responsive and breathing normally. If she stops breathing and you are trained in CPR, you may need to begin chest compressions, but avoid tilting her head back if you suspect a neck injury. A jaw thrust maneuver can be used to open the airway without moving the neck. Do not remove the seatbelt unless absolutely necessary, e.g. if it's impeding breathing and you can't adjust it. Paramedics are trained to safely remove people from vehicles and will have the necessary tools. If there is bleeding, try to control it by applying gentle pressure to the wound with a clean cloth, but avoid moving her unnecessarily. Keep her warm and as comfortable as possible without moving her. Important considerations for potential neck injury. Any forceful impact, like in a vehicle accident, can potentially cause a neck or spinal injury.
Hey, Chief.
Moving someone with a neck injury improperly can lead to
Somebody
further,
else think give me a
potentially
neck
permanent damage. That's why it's crucial to keep the head and neck aligned and stable until emergency medical personnel arrive. In summary, your immediate action should be to call 911. Keep the injured person still and supported, especially the neck. Monitor her condition and wait for professional help to arrive. You're doing a good job by being cautious and trying to provide support. Hang in there, and help is on its way.
I know, honey. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry this is happening. I'm doing my best. Yes, sir. It's pretty difficult. Is that a little better, baby? A little bit? Hey, fire guy, you have a neck brace I can get from you, brother?
Yeah.
Whew. Oh.
Hey, you doing all right in there?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I just got a little cut up from the glass in here.
All right. How you doing, man?
Anybody will know where he is.
What's that?
Nick?
He's right out there. Oh, the little boy that was back here?
No, that was Cat.
They're all outside the car, brother. What are they doing? Bust that front windshield, man. They can both come right out of it. I'm holding them up to the best of my ability.
You got the windshield. I'll get in there with you, and I'll help him out first.
Yeah. He's got one leg, just so you know. He's disabled and he has one leg. Someone get me a neck brace for her, please. Can you get me a neck brace for her, please? She's got no way to stabilize her neck right here. Yeah. I got your neck, baby. I got you.
Can you throw this on him?
Yeah.
We're going to cut the windshield. I want to come on flat.
Yep. If you give me a glass breaker, I could probably break it from the inside here out.
Do it again?
I could probably break it from the inside out.
We're going to have to cut it, though, because it's laminated.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. Okay, there you go, baby. Oh, yeah, right there. Ah, that better, honey? Okay, I'll stay right here until they can get you out there. Ah.
I know you
We got you, honey.
I'm listening.
Are you really? Okay. Woo! Man, oh man. You're not, no, don't you be sorry, baby. I'm sorry. You're going.
Excuse me, sir. Are you holding the weight of her?
Yes, I got the full weight of her on me right
All right.
now.
Okay. We'll get you out of there as soon as you're done. Okay.
We'll get the back, but we use that to slide him out.
He's got one leg, so that leg can come off and give you more room.
Perfect.
Yep. The other leg's got to be, it's already bent, so you can pull him out.
His neck brace when he gets out.
Her is what I'm worried about.
So we can slide him out.
I gotta wait for the time.
Lay that blanket on there.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I can't tell. I can't tell you. There's another guy in the way.
He can move. He can move.
Very far. Where's my son?
He's outside.
He's outside already.
He's outside.
We intend to. All right.
He wasn't in here.
The big bald guy, he's outside. I got you, baby. I'm doing my best.
I'll get that all for you.
Oh.
We need to move you.
Oh, come on, buddy.
I gotta get this stuff started.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. It's all right. You gotta get your wife out. Your wife's hanging on by a seatbelt.
Oh.
It'll be all right. I want you to be okay.
There should be.
Head first, like crawl towards me, and your legs just come around that way.
I'm not going to let you fall anymore, baby. I'm going to hold you up, okay? Don't you worry.
We need you to not.
I'm not going to stop.
Get out. Well, you want to do feet first, or you want to do head first? Let's do head first, because it looks like you just lean towards me, and I'll pull on you, all right?
There you go. Oh. Oh. They're getting him out right now, baby. He's almost out. He's on the board, guys. He's fully on the board. I've got the full weight of her front side on me right now. Yeah, I got her front half, buddy. I got the whole. You're gonna try to get in a fireman's crawl position. That seatbelt still needs to be cut.
I'm gonna cut it from the top once we get the weight of her supported. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there. Ready?
We got you, honey. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's still ripping on her. There it is. Okay. Okay.
Oh!
That's okay. Okay, I got your neck, baby. I got your neck.
I'm totally.
I know, honey. I've been trying to depress the seat the whole time. It won't move. I got her neck.
Does she have neck pain?
Do you have neck pain right now, baby? Okay. I will hold her neck the whole time. You guys just worry about the bottom half. I'm sorry, baby. So really tight. Get us a board. I got her neck in. I got her for him.
Everything hurts in the position that you were in.
It's just bad to see. Caught in the landslide. Escape from reality.
Nothing excruciating.
When you're right, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a fool.
I'm gonna pick you up, baby. I know it hurts. I'm sorry.
Because I'm easy.
There you are. Stop holding her. Hold on. Let me move. Let me repossession. Don't stop apologizing. I love you. You got you. Got you. Okay. Oh.
Just killed a man. Put a gun against his pulled my trigger down.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't in the car. I'm just probably sending help.
No, I know. You got your hand?
Yeah, I've been holding her full weight for about 20 minutes.
Hey, we're gonna check you out too, okay?
No, I'm good. I got an IFAC kit in the car.
We have to. My dog's yours, right?
Yeah, where's my dog?
Yeah, I put it over there for you.
That's my hat and glasses too. Oh, I guess I am all cut up, huh?
Yeah, we'll be out here in a second.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah. I'm good.
I just put him in the fence because I didn't want to open the car door and all that. We're just running around.
You have a service dog?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, we put it back in your truck.
She's right there. She's right there.
Did you witness that?
In your truck?
Me, no, I was over there going that way and I heard it.
Yeah.
Man, they got smashed.
And I heard it and I just came running. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. Okay.
Well, this is why that Democrat rally happened today, because I wouldn't have been over here if it didn't happen. Fuck, it broke my pinky. Oh well. Yeah, I'm fine. Just a few cuts and broken hand.
Well, we had your dog, and I didn't know it was your dog, and I was trying to figure out whose it was, and so we were like, okay, well, we're just gonna think.
I'll be right back. I gotta get some water out of my truck. I'm dying. Holy shit. Well, see, God has a reason for everything, right? God has a reason for everything. These Democrats were over here today. If they wouldn't have been, I wouldn't have been here to help that lady. And what they were doing was hurting her. Fuck, I'm all cut up. Holy shit. I didn't realize that was cut. I guess
when the adrenaline was going, I didn't realize I broke my pinky, and my arms are all cut up everywhere. I didn't even realize it.
I'm fine. I wasn't in the wreck. I was just helping him as a bystander. I've been in there. She was just being held up by her seatbelt, so I should have done everything I could to help. You know, everybody else was just freaking out and standing around. I got a gallon of water, honey. I'm prepared. I have 4 individual first aid kits in here for situations like this. No, we got her out. No, it was just I just helped the guy. I did full chest compression needle on the guy just last week. He flipped his truck 12 times in the middle of 41 up there. I don't know how, but I'm always here when this stuff happens. I'm always able to help him. It's blessings from God, man.
I love you guys. Hope you're all doing well out here. Hope none of you left me while that was happening. I was doing my best. I didn't want to worry about the video instead of the person, you know what I mean? Kira's over there being a good girl. She's a 100% certified good girl.
He's trying to call me as soon as I got the truck. Yeah.
That's okay. Just the broken pinky and some cuts. I was worried about them, not me. I'm sorry, I didn't have my IFAC kit with me today like I normally do.
We have one local and one.
Oh, cool. They're out sitting up. Man, she's a strong lady, isn't she, guys? Well, a strong lady. Can I just get a couple Band-Aids, maybe some alcohol?
Yeah, we have 2 more rescues coming. We'll put you in one and they can bandage you all up and stuff, or give you some Band-Aids or whatever it is.
That'd be all right. The cuts aren't bad. It's the broken finger. That's when I was holding her up because all of her weight was down on that hand like that.
Yeah.
That's all right. You guys got here quick. Good job.
Yeah,
Chief.
we got here pretty quick. We're not too far down the road.
How am I always at these?
That's all the other people are taking forever coming from Station 1 and stuff.
Billy wants the chopper put back on standby, so he might do it.
I'll just call him when he decides.
Is this them showing up now? This isn't because of this. I was doing a live because of the Democrats. Windshield wiper still going? Oh, goodness gracious. I get in there. I got my. I think it is. I'm already all cut up. I don't want you to get. Oh, you'll get one.
I got all this shit.
Oh, yeah. Those airbags smell like someone shit their pants, don't they?
You cut up, you need bandages?
Yeah, I've washed most of it off. But yeah, I got a few cuts all over me. A little broken hand there. I wasn't in the car. I was just helping them, and all of her weight was on my hand for 20 minutes. So it bent my fingers backwards when y'all pulled her out and broke them.
I can get you an ice pack.
Just a couple Band-Aids would be nice.
I'll get some Band-Aids and I'll get an ice pack for you.
I don't need an ice pack. I'll be fine with that. Yeah. Just some Band-Aids, maybe some rubbing alcohol. Thank you. Got a bunch of glass out here, guys.
Yeah, I think the other one's good. I didn't see anything on the other one, and that was just something to get on. You leave it alone. The tow truck guys will
I think we need to invest in some new equipment for you guys. Is this the guy? He's just talking to me. Which one just went to get me a Band-Aid and shit? Well, I'm in the middle of it now, I guess.
He was the driver of this vehicle.
You good, buddy?
He was the one helping in the other vehicle.
No neck pain, no nothing?
His hand and his finger. He doesn't want to go to the hospital.
No, I just need some alcohol wipes and stuff.
Did you break your finger or anything?
Yeah, this one's broken, but that's all right. I'll put it back in the socket later.
All right.
right,
It's just when they pulled her out, her full weight fell on my hand. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry, I'm not trying to take off job. I was just. That's his dad right over there, the big one with the bald head, right there with the sunglasses on. That's his dad. Here you go, friend. Thanks very much.
Got some tape in there too.
Oh, beautiful, man. Oh, I'll add that. Guys, my fat kit. Thank you, guys. We're gonna make sure these guys are.
What injuries you got?
Just a broken hand and some cuts. No, I'm the one that got in the car and helped them out. I was holding her full body weight, and when y'all released her, her body weight fell on that hand and bent my hand backwards. No big. I'm
Have
good.
you been seen by them?
Yeah, I'm good.
No. We can't let you go with it like that.
Look, they already brought me stuff. I'm good.
No, we have to document. They
Huh?
have.
Yeah, I'm heading over there right now. Come down. Oh, that's a fireman trying to act like a cop, I guess. Hey, that's your kid in the one, right?
Yeah.
He's a minor, so you'll probably have to give them permission to treat him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to check.
Oh,
to see
okay.
what,
Yeah, they were just
Yeah, they
mentioning
had
that he was 15, so.
They had me waiting outside while
Yeah.
they evaluated.
Hey, I didn't mean to get shitty with you, man, but I had to get in there and help your mom.
No, I didn't even think.
I knew you were upset, man, but.
Where are they taking me?
To the hospital.
Hey, which one? They were supposed to come to me.
They're going to take all of you, I guess.
Dad refused.
Of course he did. Of course he did. He was refusing to get out of the fucking car, too. He was refusing to let me get underneath her.
He's a tough on words. You know which hospital they're taking him to?
Had one. I can let me go ask. So, hey, Doby, the trauma alert is being. So yeah, I know. Let me ask if that's it.
Blood pressure, anything like that.
All right. Hey, sir. So, if he was by our protocol, a trauma alert, basically it's up to the flight crew where they end up taking it. So, they'll get back to you. One of them will get back to you about it. But it'll either be Gulf Coast Medical Center in Fort Myers.
You don't need a statement from me, though, right?
Did you see?
I just got caught up and stuff. They said that somebody needed to make a statement.
They checked you already?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
The fireman said, I know you'll know. They said, "Okay, so." I didn't see it happen. I just came and helped them out of the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They need to document that I got injured, and I told them they couldn't help me, basically.
All right. So Jason.
Joshua.
Oh. This is a report.
Now listen, I'm always in these situations and able to be here. It's funny.
And you were, you just came to help us.
Yeah. I was in the parking lot pulling that way, and I heard it happen. And she was stuck with the seatbelt. Nobody knew what to do, so I just held her up the whole time. I got a broken hand and a bunch of cuts all over my body from the glass.
Broken hand?
Yeah, broken hand, bunch of cuts all over me.
You mean like it's broken?
Yeah, like.
Or you mean that you have...
Like, look at it.
Okay.
It's all right. It'll be all right.
And you got help and everything?
Yeah, I don't want a medical. They gave me some stuff to do with it. I'll pop it back in place later. If that's the way you want to put it, yeah.
I just want to make sure because I want to document it. I don't want
Yeah, I wasn't in the wreck. They need the help, not me. I just got cut up getting in the car. I'm glad you're okay, brother.
Buddy, I appreciate it.
No problem, my friend. Absolutely. If y'all need anything, I'm the guy with the trunk with all the flags on it. Y'all need anything, I'll do whatever I can to help you guys.
You went out the other way and come down through there.
Yeah.
And yeah, you was right ahead of us.
Did you have blood pressure back or no?
I heard it happen. I immediately turned around and I saw your car flipped over, so I jumped inside.
We're gonna have to get your information, your vitals too, okay? Since you were all in there involved and okay.
Well, no, you can get my information. I don't need to take my vitals. So.
You don't take your vitals at all.
I got an IFAC. I got an IFAC kit in the car. I'm medically certified. I don't need that.
You just gotta be careful because I know that you're recording stuff, but it's like these other people's like information and.
I didn't record anything of that. It's just pointing at me and that's it.
I know, but you're on live right
Yeah, because I was doing it live for the Democrat rally they had.
now. I know, but
I just happened to have my phone in my hand.
it's just their personal. Unless you're like family or something.
Oh, it's
like
the United
that.
States of America. It's the Constitution.
I know, but just like family, like just I don't know, like. You know what I mean?
I'm sure they don't mind that.
Tell me you're my brother.
Right, I'm making a live video right now, and they're worried if y'all are worried about that.
I'm just saying. What's your first name?
Joshua. Here, this will make it easier.
Your ID. Did you get it back or no?
It's coming back now.
I'll make it easier for you. You got a way to get home, brother? You taking him home?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going home, but
Yeah, obviously the hospital. Yeah. I knew you were going to refuse medical help. I already knew that before they got you over here. Because you wouldn't let me help you either. You're worried about your wife, which is exactly what a man's supposed to do.
Well,
Good for you, brother.
I was with him and we rolled the semi, loaded logs.
Yeah.
I shake all the
167
time.
or 70.
And how much was it?
167 over 70.
Well, that's not too bad.
I know you're refusing help, but I'm still going to get this blood off you, brother.
Yeah, laying there like glass down there on that door.
Yeah, that's what got me. It was the glass in the car.
They got the ambulance there at the scene. They just looked at us and then they turned and looked at the stick root down there like, where's the people out of the truck? We told her people trapped in there. It's like, oh, we got them out.
Got him out.
They said right there. I said, that's the son he was driving. That's the dad.
Yeah.
And they come up and asked him if he was all right. And then they're like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm all right. He said, sir, you're shaking off. He starts laughing, says he always shakes just worse tonight. One of the people out of the ambulance goes,
My hand was shaking at first, and that's just because I was holding her body weight up for all that time, you know what I mean? Other than that.
well, I sure appreciate it.
I'm so mad that she kept apologizing to me, sweet old Southern lady. She kept telling me she was sorry that she was laying on me. I'm like, honey, it ain't your fault you're laying on me.
Yeah. You don't want us to do your blood pressure or anything like that? You're not hurt?
Yeah, no.
Like, get scratched up?
No. Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm fine. Broke a finger, a little bit of cuts from some glass. Yeah.
You just broke your finger, no big deal.
No, well, she was, when I had her weight completely on my arms, when y'all dropped her, my hands went backwards.
So
I pulled myself.
you don't want to get like.
Nah, I'll put them back in place a little bit. I've been through much worse than this, honey. much worse than this.
I was gonna trade you places, but you were.
He went over there. I think they're
supporting
grabbing
her.
some of your
Yeah, I had no
guys'
choice. I couldn't let go.
Yeah, I know.
Grab for you guys.
I don't think she would have
Are you okay?
been
I know
okay
you
if she
had
would have
to
fallen
look
that distance the way she was saying. And she had been hanging by that seatbelt for a while before I was able to get to her. I didn't want that seatbelt cutting in her anymore.
Yeah, I know.
So I basically made a bridge between my body and the glass when they were busting the glass out. That's how this happened.
The guy was sweet though. He prayed with
I'm
us.
just gonna have you sign saying you don't.
Yeah, AMA, I got you.
I'm not
I got you.
100% sure who it was. I think it might have been one of them.
Chief already knew I was going to deny it when he came up. Where am I? I can't even see that. Yeah,
It's like
it
this
must.
white,
How am I always?
a little bit higher.
How am I always in these situations? How do I always be able to help these people? I don't get it,
Your
man.
luck.
I guess so. I guess God has a plan. Because if these Democrats wouldn't have been out here today, I wouldn't have been here to help them like that.
His chest was hurting, but I think he was just anxious.
Lights up when he had that anxiety. Yeah, and this,
Hey, that's all you need from me?
Yeah.
Okay, my dog's over here
If
sitting by
anything
herself.
changes, you can call us back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Can I do anything for you before I go, brother?
I think everything's being taken care of.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to sit right over here for a little bit. Y'all need something, you let me know.
Hey,
Okay?
I sure
I
do
got you.
appreciate it.
I know you don't want to go to the hospital, but I have medical equipment in my truck too. Okay? Hey, you be safe out here, brother.
Thank you.
How's your kid? He said he was all right when I got him out of the
I
car.
think he's all right.
He's probably pretty shook up there.
Yeah.
15.
He's got anxiety.
Yeah, he's a pretty big boy too. He's big like dad, man. I was getting him out. I was like, oh, I didn't realize you were that fucking big. We might not be able to fit through this thing. That's why I ripped the rest of the seat apart. So just don't sue me for breaking your car up while I was getting in it. You guys have a blessed day. Hey, you guys be safe out here. Take care, brother. And that's the difference between this generation and our generation. What she was worried about is the fact that I was recording. I didn't. You saw me throw my phone. You saw the phone get thrown down while I was in there, right? I didn't even care about the recording. Where's the dog? She's over here. She's over here by the truck. She just do her own thing. Somebody brought her over here for me. I asked her to hold her. I asked someone to hold her while I was helping out. And fuck. And why is there water all over the floor? It's right here. What? Did somebody? Are you fucking serious? Look at this.
somebody threw water all in my, look. Oh my God. Some ass. Really? I'm over here saving someone's life and you shitty Democrats come over here and throw shit in my truck while I'm doing that. You people are pure fucking evil, bro. Pure fucking evil. It's just fucking nuts, man. Pure evil. That's just pure evil. They were just freaking out. That was their son. He was just freaking out because his parents just got in a wreck. He didn't know if they were okay. That's why I didn't get mad at him. You can't get mad at people like that. People are in shock. That young kid did pretty good in the back seat. I was proud of him. He let me drag him out so I can get in there to help his grandparents, which was awesome. Now, honestly, they're probably in pretty bad shape. The old man's stubborn, like most old men are, and he refused to go. But the woman's going, and now they're life-threatening. Oh, I just met this guy the other day. Well, I'm glad I didn't end my live, I guess. So you guys get to see I do help people when I have a chance to. I help as many people as I can in any way I can. And if it would have taken another hour, I would have stayed there with the glass busted, digging into my arms until they got here. Because that's what you're supposed to do as men in this country, guys. You're supposed to help people. That's it. You know? We're here to protect. That's why we're here. I'd love for someone to buy this guy a coffee. Shit. I'm not... I probably won't eat tonight. That's okay. I don't care. Doesn't bother me none. I'm gonna go talk to this guy because I just met him the other day, and all of a sudden here he is. Maybe he saw my live, and that's why I came up here. Hey! Stop harassing people, damn it! What's up, buddy?
What's going on, buddy?
Doing? Did you come up here because you saw my live, or you just happened to be up here?
I just happened to be able to buy a tire. I had to park here, go across the street because those assholes trespassed me fucking years ago.
Yeah. What a day, huh?
I know, bro.
How you doing today?
Oh, trying to get paid. Gotta go put this tire on and go pick up some cars.
Oh, nice. Scrapping a bunch of cars today?
Trying to do two if I can get it done.
Yeah. See, I took my truck up to see how much they'd give me if I scrapped it. $450 for the whole truck. $450 for 5,500 pounds. That's insane. Scrap prices are in the ground right now. Okay, Kira, I'm coming to get you, baby. How's everybody else out here doing today? I don't care who they voted for. Like I said earlier, that was my main point earlier. Remember, I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what side you're on. If you're hurt, I'm going to help you. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Man, this is the longest live I've done in a long time. We're 2 hours and 30 minutes in. So I hope I gained some of you as subscribers today. I hope you see that I'm not as wacko as people think I am. I'm just a little more vulgar than most people because of this tumor. See, I'll explain to you something medically about me. Oh, okay. I have a tumor in my brain, and the center of my brain that it's sitting on is that filter that everybody has. I don't have that same filter. I know everybody says, oh, I don't have a filter either. I don't have a filter. This tumor is strangling it. Okay, so I literally have to say what's on my mind. I can't stop myself. Does that hindrance me in ways? A lot of ways. A lot of ways. There's a lot of friends when you speak your mind. There's a lot of friends when you speak your mind. Yeah, I'll put a little melaleuca oil now. How about some betadine? Put some betadine on these cuts. They didn't bring me anything to put on the cuts. They just brought me some Band-Aids, and I got some new gauze. Nice. Got some new gauze for my IFAC kit and a whole new roll of fucking tape. Shit, son. So I'll get these done up. So we're going to, I guess, talk about tonight. We'll talk about all this stuff that's going on in the cities right now, because that directly affects us, whether you guys know it or not. Oh, sorry, I'm just taking a second to get all these little cuts. I can't even see all the cuts I got on me because obviously I can't see behind my arm. But I guess the MS saw more than I saw. I didn't even realize I was cut up until they told me I was. Holy shit, it's hot now. It was smoldering hot inside that little car. I didn't even realize the car was running that whole time we were inside it. God, it's smoldering hot now. Well, I guess God didn't want me to stay cooled off today, did he? Oh, shut up. My door does that every time I open it now that I cut that mirror out. I can't believe you shitty suckers threw something in my truck while I was helping people. Oh, I needed that. But if anybody's in Port Charlotte, you want to get together and talk, I'm always available. Whether you're a Republican or Democrat, if you want to have a debate, we don't even have to debate. We can just have a cordial conversation about what we believe and see why each other believes that. You know what I mean? Will I call you fucking retarded while we're talking? Probably. Will I talk shit while we're talking? Probably. You know, but such is my right. If you're easily offended, then you probably shouldn't be. Hey, crackhead. These people just they can't debate you and they have no facts or anything, so they just insult you. That's all they've got. They've got no logic in their brains. That's why they get angry, because they know they're wrong. They get angry at everything because they know they're wrong, and they hate themselves. They don't hate us, they hate themselves. You know, they hate themselves. But you call me a racist because I use certain languages, whatever. I don't give a shit. I mean, you saw the black guy come up and bullshit with me, but he didn't go talk to one person that had a Black Lives Matter flag, did he? Oh, I'm so tired. But maybe I'll get some sleep tonight. Maybe I'll get a reward. What does that mean? Don't hate on the hard? Was that supposed to be a T? Was that supposed to be tard? Don't hate on the tard? No, she did not die. They put her in an ambulance and trauma lifted her to the hospital, along with the teenager. I guess he was in worse shape than we thought he was. Of course, who doesn't accept donations? I just don't have, I'm demonetized from YouTube. Of course I accept donations. I just can't get monetized anymore because Google AdSense banned me. I have a Cash App, at Berserker Patriot on Cash App, BERSERKER, Patriot on Cash App, or Joshua Pierce, PEARCE. I don't think I can write. Can I put a comment in the comments? No, I can't. So I guess I'm going to get back into social media full time and get my followers back again. Facebook of all places just unbanned me recently. You can go to Port Charlotte Trump Group on Facebook, and you can probably get. If you have Chime, I have Chime. We can direct connect with each other on our banking app now too. Did you know that? That's pretty cool, huh? Chime is actually giving all kinds of features. You can actually sell Bitcoin to each other on Chime as well now, and you could trade stocks on Chime with each other now. That's pretty cool, huh? For an online bank. And if you go to Walgreens, it's completely free to use your Chime account there. If you use their ATM or load money there, you don't get charged by the store or Chime to use that there. Yes. Hashtag Berserker Patriot. Or money sign Berserker Patriot. Yes, that's me. Does it have a picture of me or a picture of my logo on there? It doesn't have the name Joshua Pierce attached to it, then that's me. But it is one of those things. It is what it is. So they're basically getting things cleaned up right now. Oh, is that the son doing that? Let me go ask him if he needs some help getting that. They're not fucking help. Godly, man. These EMTs aren't helping him at all, man. God. Stop. You're staying in the truck for a minute, baby. I love you, but you're staying right here. I know, it's hot. I'm going to get you somewhere and get you in the water in just a minute here. So my goal is to raise enough money just to get a small plot of land, and I'll start building stuff on it. Hey, Bubba, you need some help getting all this stuff?
Just grabbing some of the non-perishable.
Yeah. There's all kinds of money and stuff in the front up there, too. Just so you know.
Just change.
Like hundreds of quarters, yeah. Hey, do you guys want to flip this car back now that nobody's in it? Huh? You want to flip this car back now that nobody's in it? Okay. I'll push it with my truck. Oh, shit. Who's that? Driving?
My wife.
Oh, you got a completely flat tire. You got a flat tire, Bubba. We all are just having a bad day. Just having a bad day. That sucks. You need a jack? Hey guys, you be safe, brother. I just saw that you needed to get that stuff out. You need a box or something?
I just broke it back.
Okay, brother. .305 purple shorts. No, they're longs, 100s. 305 purple 100s. That's because 305s are made by the Native Americans in Florida, in case you don't know that. Get that lady's hair all in my cuts and all over me. Holy shit. What? I know, baby. Hey, look, take care of my elbow for me. I can't get to it. Look, right here. There's a cut. Get it. Normally she cleans up my cuts for me. I'm smoking a short. Gotcha. Well, listen, these people, they hire really young people. That P-E-A-R-C-E, not P-I-E-R-C-E, P-E-A-R-C-E. You can also find me, Joshua Pierce, on Facebook. They're not really trained to go in and de-escalate the situation with people. They're not trained for that. You know what I mean? They're not trained to think for themselves, to flip the car over, to get it out of the road so people can keep driving and do commerce out here. They're trained to wait for the next person. Now, if they wouldn't have shown up, we would have had to find a way to get that lady out of the car without them coming, you know? But since I could hear them, shortly after I got in the car and got her full weight on me, we waited. You know what I'm saying? So, but otherwise, I would have had to give somebody a razor blade and let them cut while I had her full weight on. Because when they dropped her, I had the full weight of her. I'm the one that set her down on the ground. And then the fire guy, he had her legs. He was able to get in, and we were able to scoop her up. That's why I said, wait a minute, let me reposition myself, because They were just dragging her across the fucking glass. So her whole back of her legs are probably going to be fucked up. But they weren't lifting her up like they were supposed to be. They set the board on the outside of the glass, outside of the car, instead of inside the car. And they said they'd have to cut the window out while I was telling them to give me the glass breaker. Because if I would have just tapped the glass on 4 sides from the inside and then pushed really hard, that whole piece of glass would have come out in one shot. And they wouldn't have had to cut all that glass to where it fell all over me and cut me up. You know what I'm saying? That's just training methods that they don't get, because county fire departments, I love them. They're heroes. They're the most worked first responders in our community, because we're in a retirement community. There is nobody I have done that, but not recently, because I've had plenty of money up until, they started destroying all my stuff. So I didn't ask for donations. I didn't even, when I had my 2 million followers before, when I was on the Alex Jones show and I was in the newspaper and on Fox News and all that shit, during 2020, when I had my big Trump store, I didn't even ask people for donations, because I don't need your money unless I need it. You know what I'm saying? I'd prefer to work for everything I get, but this is a job. As you can see, this is a job. When you're out here doing things, this is a job for people, for somebody right now. This takes up a lot of time for your day. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been out here since 7 o'clock this morning. So I've already put a 5-hour day in the sun, holding signs and, like, obviously this wasn't planned. I didn't know that somebody was going to come out here getting a wreck today. I was just talking to you about how I help people on the side of the road all the time, and it's been kind of hypocritical for me to say that and to not help the people that just flip their car, right? But it's funny, you heard her, that we know you very well. I've literally at almost every... I've been at almost every single wreck in the past 2 months to help. That's why they know me very well. That's why I said we know you very well. But the younger generation doesn't know about the Constitution and stuff like that. Trump merch crap? What? I don't know what that means. Trump merch crap? You're saying my Trump merch is crap? That's weird, because this shirt is 7 years old. And it's still in pretty damn good shape, right? Other than the shirt itself, because